Man, that's a fun team.
Yeah, so in case no one noticed, yeah, Adachi and Yumi will be banned. Explanation is in the video if you are curious about that, but looks like we'll finally be getting on to our first match, that Yang Tager comp. A team that, despite RNG, like, effectively, like, maining this team for a while, I've never, like, seen it played in a tournament setting, at least to this degree. So we're going to, or I'm at least going to be very excited to see what they have to offer here.
The RNGG plays this team very much in the manner of the neutral maybe kind of buns, but when I land a hit, you will die. Definitely a team that has that high damage potential, and it has the HP and the mechanism to kind of work through that. So definitely going to be looking to see maybe a close to touch of death. Meanwhile, on Nepgear's side, we got Aurier Linne, and man, that's not going to be doing any damage.
Yeah, the damage is definitely going to be lacking here, but playing a solid neutral game right here. Already started awesome pressure, letting this Yang into the corner, just kind of pushing in and out, and got that TK Kuga hit, but now confirmed here, going to be hitting the 5C to start off this pressure.
RNG showing that his age has a 3 in front of the 10s digit, getting hit by that 5C, and oh no, Nepgear getting, not respecting the frame trap sparkle, going to be getting smacked out here. Oh, but saved by the Aurier 6P call.
Yeah, unfortunately, some drops here and there, but a good 5P call on the sledge. They're going to be putting Tager in that red zone. Very surprisingly, like, Nepgear is navigating this neutral pretty well, but the 2B call out, but no burst punish, going to be allowing... Oh my god, he just mashed the 5B on the low. Aurier is hurting here, and this is when the RNGG pressure might be going? No, not quite.
RNGG definitely pummeling a little bit, but that's okay, man. Throws him right into the B collider. Both players kind of playing a little bit passive out here. Getting caught again, Nepgear, no! RNG teching backward to drop the combo. Oh no, and just like that, Tager's gonna be going down, I think. Has the bar necessary, you should spend it.
Does that work? Yeah, I think that might have dropped on a smaller character, but Tager's big body allowing Linne to get that kill. 2v1 situation is starting off really well here with this Aurier 5P call, and not quite in semblance just yet, so there's not super big threats against this Yang right now.
Yeah, pretty smart of Nep to just kind of not hit him straight into semblance, but here we go. Oh no, pause screen. RNG had the sprites on the screen, could have done anything. Instead, Nep gets away with murder, and now Yang has to navigate all of this with only a bit of life left.
Yeah, this Aurier is kind of in the low zone, and considering semblance, it might have been dangerous, but unfortunately just got hit by the raw JA, and Nepgear taking the first game with this Aurier Linne comp.
RNG was gifted 2 free B collider hits, and still slapped, slobber knockered like that. You gotta look at the screen, RNG, okay? You can see the sprites, you can super, it's semblance. But already up 1-0 Nepgear, showing their versatility.
Yeah, this Aurier Linne comp, I won't lie, kind of cheeks, but like, I think in general it is two characters that have very solid neutral against a team comp that generally is not very proficient when it comes to pressuring people in the neutral game. So even though the synergy might not be there, and especially not the damage, I think just the fact that they're able to run around in neutral so consistently is giving them a pretty big edge in this matchup.
I think RNG is playing too much Street Fighter. He's been matching that crouch heavy with Yang and not hit once. Oh my god, spends the bar just a frame trap and lose neutral once again. Yang's having a hard time getting in. I've got to say, Aurier's putting a lot of work here. Yeah, another hit landed thanks to Aurier.
4P in the back, they're going to be allowing this continuation of pressure. Yeah, just stops with the B Kuga situation. Gets put into the same scenario, but not going to actually pop anything like that. I don't remember if that's punishable, but regardless, going to be getting hit by that Yang 5B, and this is where the fun starts.
Alright, yeah, we got a scenario out here, but RNG not popping the cross combo, instead going to be content just trying to get their one mix in, and now Linne back out of the corner. RNG is playing extremely methodically, trying to push Net back, but there's just way too much movement on the other side.
Yeah, like there is so much neutral going on here. I'm actually surprised about that first point. I thought they would at least get into semblance, but he gets the get B. Gonna be slammed that Aurier.
Alright, it's fine, Put them in the corner.
I understand the Tager anger, but that was a nice 2A, but no combo.
He's not nice like that, man. Musash Villain ain't here, man. That's just RNG in the building. And now we got a cross combo, and we got nothing. We got jacked. Ooh, good OS on the cross combo situation. Would have got a Magnetic Wheel if Nep didn't switch out, and now another big collider for the road. A dead character, and RNG finally secures the kill.
So level 2 for Aurier, but starting off with those good 2A hits, gonna just cash out immediately into super. Probably wants a safe place to pop this Renaissance, and a nice backdash into the wedge catapult might be a kill, but he doesn't have combos.
He does no combos. Absolutely gifted 10 million damage, and instead threw it all away. Now Yang has to craft her way through this Aurier set of buttons, and scrap she will.
Yeah, doesn't have combos.
You know, we gotta have a referendum on RNG here, man. We gotta find a new king for the 4 heavenly Tigers right now, man. The dynasty is over.
What is it gonna be like the 2 earthly Tigers now?
This is like the papal communion, except you know, instead of voting on the new pope, we were voting a pope out.
Okay. Understandable, you know that. I don't know what weird type of monarchy you live in where you have to vote.
He's getting impeached right now. Okay, he's still tied 1-1, right? But if he loses this, the evidence is gonna start mounting against him.
Yeah. How does he save himself? What's the Tiger Council ruling here?
Yeah, I need to see a single combo that breaks 5 digits. RNG. Okay. That's all I'm asking.
Did it even hit like even? Did it even hit
he needs a save jump. He needs a save jump, right? You let that marvelous cook, all right? You get a better Oki.
It's true. Okay. He doesn't have Yang combos either. Pod, do you feel vindicated? At all this time, he's been dunking on you for not having combos, and you're watching him.
You have to move Yang to a 3. She's not showing her value right here.
It's true.
Oh, juiciest 2B counter hit, 5B JB counter hit, and now here we go. The combo's going to start.
He didn't even kill.
Bro, RNG is playing with the UI off. He doesn't know how many bars he has.
Like do you think he just presses get B and he hopes to God it's either
all right, we got Oki. we keep on that Oki. Okay. Come on, Rings. All right, count.
He doesn't get it.
Nep is East Coast too, I'm pretty sure. What's your excuse, RNG?
Okay, no punishes there. Tager being patient.
Dude,
what is he waiting for?
Oh no. Rings. Okay, Rings is fishing for something. That must be what's happening. Yeah. There's no way you play like this if you're not fishing for the funniest, something funny.
I mean, he's just shooting firecrackers right now. He's playing Zoner Yang.
Oh man, Zoner. Okay, Nep finally popping resonance. Gonna get some chip damage. Hits the slow low. All right, you like to see it. Gonna finish a combo here. Probably put Yang into semblance. Actually, no. Gonna be just short. No, the worst case scenario. RNG gets a free look.
And he just presses buttons.
I'm looking at like 6 frame normal. Giga range in semblance. Good button.
Yeah. At least he didn't drop the easiest Yang combo I've ever seen in my life.
For sure. All right, Rings up 2-1 for now. We'll see how this goes.
He still hasn't met your condition yet. There still hasn't been a 10k or it hasn't been a 5-digit Taker combo yet.
I feel like the only way Rings is gonna get a 5-digit combo is if he hits an Astral. That's what I'm seeing right now.
True. What if he hits it raw? Is that still a combo?
Raw Astral? Well, the number hit like increases more than like goes beyond 1, so it's combo. It's got to be.
Okay.
All right, but Nep here. I mean, Nep's. This is the start Nep needs. All right. Oh no! Yang too small, tricked into thinking they had the happy birthday instead of just a normal combo with Lene. And they've been playing like a pretty solid neutral with. They've been playing like just solid movement wise, but I definitely feel like Lene is lacking that bit of cheap factor that she usually has in her most powerful comps.
Yeah, definitely not a lot of mix here. Well, about that mix, I guess, but like...
I mean, so that looked pretty cheap, but unfortunately not getting damage from that. RNG? Ooh, okay. Gets a good trade there. Just kill. Oh, he's gonna do it. No! RNG! He got it!
Oh wait, he got it. He got it. He's keeping his title. He's keeping his title.
I was so scared. I saw he DH'd early just to not get the five digit combo, but we salvaged it at the very end. All right, just like that though. This is actually might be Nep's game, so looking pretty bad for Rings. Probably gonna eat a TK overhead to lose. No, good DP out, and now lots of HP left to regen, but also lots of life left to accidentally throw away the game with.
Yeah, just gonna be trying to run up and maybe anti-air that Yang, but the semblance JA able to catch that Ori 2. Gonna be putting her into the corner and the cross up
combo mixed up. Let's go. Nah,
he doesn't have a combo.
You can't do it twice. All right. Nepgear remembered. Nepgear baiting out the DP, but does not have the punish.
Oh, that was unfortunate. But close though. That was very close.
Intentionally or not, the game sure came down to the wire, and with that, RNGG moving on in your winners bracket. Nepgear, we'll put out more work in the future for sure, but RNG will be moving on as we get our next match queued up for y'all.
Yeah, definitely like what I was seeing on that Ori Lene comp. They before the tournament they said, I'm just gonna mess around with this team comp. It looked very surprisingly solid when it comes to that neutral game. Needed to work on some of those Oki setups and all that jazz, but in terms of the neutral, it was very solid. So good stuff to Nepgear, and good stuff to RNGG getting to keep his title.
For now, you can always show up on stream again, and we can always play even worse for sure. But yeah, I mean, Lene Ori, not a comp we see, commonly at all. Definitely though, you could see the shell of something coming together. But Lene, I think, just a character you need to be a real specialist is to really make shine.
Yeah, definitely has a bit of clunkiness to her kits. Has pretty poor assists overall, so you definitely have to play a bit of a front-loaded team. But as we have seen from Nadashi, definitely a character that, despite all her flaws, has a lot of potential. But we will not be seeing it just yet, I believe. Well, actually, there might be another Lene player in this tournament, but I'd be sort of surprised.
Actually, if Thor shows up on screen, we're getting another Lene.
Yeah, maybe.
Also,
unfortunately,
Podge,
Yes,
you need to play your match.
absolutely. I will hop off and play my match.
Okay.
But yeah, as Podge is saying, Thorn. Correct me if I'm wrong, Cheap. I think they've been musing on that Hyde Lene for a while, which is a
Yeah, they have been.
yeah. Okay, so I won't be entirely surprised if we see another Lene, but unfortunately, 3-0 victory for Ryazo against them, so they will be on the loser side of the bracket. But yeah, we're gonna be having Bojack versus Serene Smile, and this lineup right here is funny.
It's about the lineup that I expected. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, Azrael Gord, as I was saying, Bojack hasn't played in a long time, but this was their main team comp back in the day. Wondering to see how proficient they still are with it. But Serene Smile on that Tank Tager, this is their favorite mean team comp, but they can cook. We'll see how it works.
We have seen this. What in the world was that start? Oh my god! Oh.
I don't know.
But we have seen this team from Serene in non-ratio brackets, so it's not out of the ordinary to see this from them. But I mean, it's chaos right now, which is very fitting considering who we're seeing play right now. But yeah, oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, it did not bait the burst there. Unfortunately, getting hit by the Tater Copter 2. Serene Smile just trying to go for some form of combo. Gets hit by that Gord 2B, though. This is I think this is the first real combo that has been done. Nope, that was... Did I see real combo? There was no under.
We don't do real combos here.
It's true. Okay. Is that a safety HC? Okay, it's safe enough.
Well... safe enough is yeah, it's safe enough to actually get the punish regardless. But oh my god, I'm surprised no one's dead yet.
I'm same. Oh wait.
Oh.
Oh my Jesus Christ! Solo as suddenly and
we saw it end. It was the same move that ended with RNGG in the last set with the DP to high heavens. I don't even know what happened, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Like I don't. They went about as cursed as I thought these two would play, but I'm still surprised. What the frick was that game?
I wish I could tell you, bro.
We didn't even get to see like what the teams got to do because, quite frankly, all they did was spin a wheel and press buttons. That's all they did.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. That is definitely what we just saw happen.
No, what the frick, man? Oh god.
Right, well, Serene did say to give them a minute in between these matches, so we'll take this opportunity to read off some comments. We do have some contributions to the match arena. Thank you very much to Sequence of Numbers for the $8, with the comment of no comment, and Nepgear with the $5 contribution saying, I am a Nep of my word. I remember seeing in the chat, I think, for every game that they win, I don't know if it was on stream specifically, but every game they win, they will contribute $5 to the pot.
Feeling very generous here tonight, but we're gonna go back to Chaos. Run up TK Laser with Tank was the option. Very interesting to say the least.
Oh my god, that still got him hit?
Oh my god. I wonder if Bojack is gonna go for some Tank specific meta. I don't wonder if he got those unlocked.
I believe it. I wouldn't be surprised.
To the DP. Ooh, nice combo there. Gonna be getting this confirm on the score. Both of Bojack's characters, I mean, Az looking a little better, Gore not so much, but that was a very nice confirm there. Going to be getting that corner situation here with the Scordo.
Oh, the DP once again catching both. Oh, are you? You're gone. You're gone, buddy.
Yeah, highest base damaging super in the game. Going to be obliterating that Gordo. DP straight out of the situation, but the Azrael trying to chase them down. Gets hit with a frame trap, but no full conversion off it, but doesn't block the overhead.
Ooh, okay, burst in. I mean, oh my god, the armor. Good use of that to actually counter the Gustav. Once again!
Yeah, but no confirm into what potentially could have been a kill. Level 3 Resident's going to be restoring a little bit of life back. Frame traps with the Tank 2C as well. Are you pressing any buttons? I don't think so, and that should be a kill there with the parry. It's Resmile up 2 in a game that made more sense. Yeah, that's showing off some proficiency when it comes to those Tank conversions there. I know Serene Smile kind of memes around with this team, but overall, the Tank looking pretty solid. And fortunately, I feel like a lot of the Azrael Gordo shenanigans that Bojack might be known for are kind of being stuffed out just thanks to the sheer power of the Tank DP. Definitely one of the best options. I can't believe that armored from behind. That's wild. And I can't believe that converted. I can't even get my words out here. This is Bojack going to be trying to get something going, but gets hit by the sledgehammer. That could have been a big opportunity. But the 5P conversion going to be allowing Serene Smile to take it back a little bit. No, not quite.
Ooh, kick to the face after that autocorrect. And this is not looking good for Tager. He's not going to be dead. 20k health really do paying off. But baits out the burst. That's gonna hurt. Ugh.
Yeah, doesn't have the 4 bars on deck in order to go for anything super threatening here, but 11k damage just like that is going to be huge, but gets that corner conversion too. That is 4 bars being built here. Yeah, has to burst out of the situation, does the wrong assist, and that is a happy birthday to you.
Didn't even need the DHC afterwards, just Gordo enough with that super to kill both. And ooh, Bojack firing back. Not out of this yet.
Yeah, and just just a perfect exemplification of the type of gameplay Azrael wants. Really wants to put you in those situations where he can get those hard read burst punishes or DP punishes. And yeah, like he only really got 2 real hits that game, but both those hits did like half their health. That by the time Gordeau was able to get that confirmed, it was night.
I do have to say, Serene's doing a very good job of like countering Bojack's approach option with the armor. Actually, it is doing a very good job of countering that Gustav.
Yeah, that has been a pivotal decision here in this set. A nice 2B, but not counter hit, so unfortunately not quite able to confirm off it, but that is a little bit of an unfortunate situation there for Serene Smile. Got pushed back just a little bit, allowing Bojack to get back into this corner. Ooh!
Well, about that.
Now he's in the corner. What's the Taker gonna do? Just gotta step back, make something happen, and then yeah, wakes up with the super, spaces it out to keep it all safe, but no full conversion.
Ooh, okay. I was gonna say the tank actually body blocking there, but unfortunately, still kind of doing that actually.
Yeah, I could not see what was going on in that screen. Unfortunately, could not punish that wedge there. This is looking quite ugly for the Gordeau as he is dead. I was gonna say for both players here, but Bojack throwing away their 2v2 advantage, but doesn't fall for the reset, but does fall for the cross-up. There is no combo for the kill though.
Oh no. Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Not a counter hit on the tank, so no conversion on this, but this is back to a 1v1 and a nice 2C, I think.
No, he's not dead.
Aw.
I think honestly, if tank was closer to the corner, that probably would have had like some weird conversion. Oh, that's just barely enough to kill. Good lord.
Yeah, really smart as Serene Smile there, just waiting for that Growler to end and getting a very solid punish. Serene Smile proving that the tank is more than just a meme and taking it 3-1 over Bojack. Yeah, that was a very impressive showing, really, for both players. You know, some unfortunate weird situations, I think, from Bojack's side, very much predicated on kind of the giant weird hitboxes, giving him a little bit of a weird impression on some hits. Maybe could have gotten some confirms here or there if they were more cognizant of it, or, you know, just tank things, I suppose. Yeah, but like, yeah, the Serene Smile tank play was really good. Good zoning, really good placement of armor overall, and just, yeah, just really good tank gameplay. Very much the start of the show. The Tager was really just there to kind of provide a bit of a body block, but you know, sometimes that's all you really need for Tager.
Yeah, honestly, that pretty much is. But regardless, that was both not as chaotic, but also as chaotic as I expected it to be from that matchup.
Yeah, like there was definitely some like really stupid shenanigans going on in some aspects there, but like overall, I think the Serene Smile just applied a lot of good zoning with tank to kind of ease down the chaos a little bit, and was able to kind of call out Bojack when it came to some of those, once again, like chaotic scenarios. So yeah, it was just that the tank of all things being the peacekeeper was funny.
All right, fellas, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Commentating Serene. I'm so sad. That should have been me. I could have talked more about the Tager players.
I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, that's on you for entering the bracket.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, the Tager was there. I think the tank definitely popped off though. But you know, the Tager
Serene definitely puts in the work with tank, quote unquote work. But he's got the awareness. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah,
Definitely, not a character of his to sleep on for sure.
yeah, for sure. I was like, I was mentioning, like, you know, tank looks like a meme pick, but I just think like Serene Smiles like cooks with that character, and then we kind of showed some of that here. But you can talk about the tank later. We have Tomoe versus Guzman. Guzman currently locked in with a banned team.
Classic Guzman behavior.
Yeah, I'm So before this bracket started, and I saw Guzman enter, I was very curious to see what type of team Guzman would want to bring out for this tournament, because I feel like a lot of his options are very much bottlenecked with the point value of his tournament. He can play Yang, he can play Ragna, but like the partners in 3, 2, and 1 aren't exactly his cup of tea. So I'm wondering like what exactly he is cooking up, and Ragna Jin I think is a pretty basic but solid choice.
I definitely looking at the list. I'm like, Jin is the most SoCal character of the ones over there. That would definitely be the one I would expect Guzman to pick. And it looks like it will be Ragna Jin. I'm seeing that on the screen for sure.
Yeah, and Tomoe locking in with Noelle Hilda. Funnily enough, main's a team that is perfectly ratio viable with Ori Batista, but has simply decided not to play it. I think so far this is the first person on stream that has actually played a 6 character, and as a result they're gonna have to play with a bit of a bomb-ass character with Noelle, but they have been cooking with this team as of recently, and Hilda is a relatively strong character regardless of what partner she has, so it'll be interesting to see how Guzman operates against this little bit of a nerf Hilda team, but a Hilda team nonetheless.
Yeah, Tomoe has definitely been grinding the team, quote unquote. There's a big combo that I'm sure he's hoping to hit on stream, and we'll see if it shows up. But you know, I would say that Tomoe is definitely a Hilda player these days for sure, and we'll see if that's going to be strong enough. Already though, Ragna running in there, the 3 siblings having a brawl. Noelle finally getting hit. Get some safe jumps. You know you'll love to see it. Oh, it's coming! Man, lands the hit just in time.
Yeah, if they didn't land that hit there, that would have been just a straight-up punishment, but just going to be a trade. Actually manages the class with the 4P. This Noelle is popping off, puts them in a sandwich scenario. What's it gonna be?
Well, the 5B starter, wishful thinking would have led to a fat combo. Instead, it's going to be Hilda getting duffed in the back. Now, the Ragna Jin Oki about to happen, and the DP reaching out all the way across the field, going to be keeping him in the corner, actually.
Able to drive through, but a nice navigation around the Noelle drive, going to be getting a hit here. Unfortunately, dropping the combo, but gets the cross up, but that was everywhere.
All right, I know Tomoe has never seen a 2C counter hit confirm in their life, and now, oh no, the ice bricks getting back there, the big Legos, but Noelle JC, a big Lego of its own, really just carrying the neutral, spamming JC plus 4P.
Probably wants to get this Hilda in. That Noelle is on the brink of death, but drops a combo. Unfortunately, counter hit 5B starter might be leading into a kill here with this cross combo. Just able to get it, but not at the OTG.
You can tell who did their homework and who didn't. Had to kill right on there, but doesn't matter. Projectile rolls through. Tomoe down to just Noelle. Looking rough. Snowflake for your troubles. Stands up right into it and not even get a chance to pop resonance. Guzman taking the first game.
And I gotta say, that was the first time Jin was actually on point that entire time, despite how close that game was.
Yeah. For the chat, in the chat line, we got a question. Why is Ragna 4 points? Obviously, we could just say watch the video, but we have one of the creators here, right now. Provide some insight for us.
So we ultimately decided on Ragna being 4 points, and I will say with the preface that we do think that Ragna might be one of the strongest characters in 4, but ultimately we decide his general game plan and general kit is not toxic enough to warrant limiting him. Despite the fact that he's a relatively strong character, he doesn't necessarily apply anything particularly like unfair. He's just a very, very solid character, don't get me wrong, but he has some things. His assistant's a little like awkward. He's inherently a pretty selfish character. So we thought like 4 was a viable placement, though. I do think there is an argument for 5. We just ultimately decided that like we don't think what he has access to is toxic enough to warrant him being in 5.
I think you also got to think it from the angle, like, you know, you got so many people who are in like 3-2. Like if you're limiting a character to 4, like you're saying, okay, they can only play with 3 and below, and obviously if you put them at 5, you know, those 9 picks, a little bit sus, you know, maybe limits the team building too much. But speaking of teams being built, Tomoe building a lead with the Hilda only to get 4P for their troubles, and now here comes egg combos, extensions, Oki. Tarnishes it.
Ooh, got hit by the raw 5P here. Gonna be probably want to swapping into the Noelle. Yeah, just gets hit there.
Oh, able to route that into the Noel Rekka starter. That's a very interesting route there. Unfortunately, not able to really break into a lot of damage there. A lot of awkward hits with the Hilda laser definitely scaling in between as well. But come away, you know, stabilized a bit, stuck in the sandwich yet again. We're bursting out, and now we get to play some solid BB tag. Didn't have the bar to gravity squeeze, and Guzman getting away with a little bit of murder right there.
Yeah, Jin is going to be low, but I can imagine out of the two characters that he wants available, it will be the Ragnar.
0 HP is what you're telling me. Luckily, Hilda not gonna be able to kill here.
Yeah, I think that was a smart burst overall because like Hilda damage notoriously bad. Jin could have just died there, unfortunately. Not gonna be getting the confirm, but like, okay.
Oh. Come away, hitting in the gap. All the classic super early, deny the swaps, get your cash while you can, but unfortunately it's still like 3 more hits away, and just like that, the assist call getting stuffed out by Jin, and Guzman, a solid hit in the corner. You're all mortal. Okay, keep it safe, that's fine.
Safe phone steal, not as funny as an unsafe phone steal, but regardless. Oh, gets the counter hit, that could be big. Gets the throw though, this should be a dead somebody. It should have been.
We're hitting rampage time with ratio teams. That's crazy. It goes to show how strong the defense mechanics are here. Man, we're matching Guilty Gear games, and we're teching all of them. Tomoe not teching the lack of hits that blocks on that. Push block getting baited, and now, all right, just DP. Killed a DP. Truly, when you're wrong, you're still right. And now we get a solid 1v1 game with both these characters. Solid for how long though?
Just getting that really gross low, especially in those situations when you're one touch away. That high-low EX mix that Hilda has is quite threatening to deal with. I think like basically a 50-50 online. So fortunately, Guzman was not able to block it, and Tomoe taking a hard-fought game 2.
Really grinding it out here. You know, you can tell that both these players kind of know how to play these characters, but have not necessarily run them through every single situation. And I think Guzman, tired of playing Ragna, you know, I guess, you know, you fail a phone steal once, you never play him again. Going with the Jin Weiss? What's this combination called in the show? Or sorry, the Weiss Yang.
What is this? What's yellow and white?
Los Angeles Rams? Freezer burn?
I guess
I
so.
Mean, dang man, I think of freezer burn. I think of a steak that's been left in there too long. Not the flattering of names.
Definitely not. But yeah, I haven't seen Guzman play Weiss in a while, and I think just they want to play on a character they're super comfortable with the Yang, and this is just their best option. But we'll have to see how much the Weiss actually can cook here.
I definitely feels like just the Weiss seems to be cooking the Noelle. Her long button is making it very hard for Tomoe to navigate. And I guess it's just a matter of how much can you kind of snowball in the 2v1 and Hilda's. But Tomoe getting a solid hit, has throw combos.
Oh,
I
Noelle.
I spoke too soon. Has no
like
throw combos, looking like RNGG out here.
Yeah, only level 2 Residence Hilda, not the most threatening character in the world, especially when you block your stuff like that. I think Guzman was trying to do a combo, but he forgot.
I mean, it's fine. It worked out in the end anyways. Jump over, call assist, call it a day. Hilda going to be still surviving this. Still have a lot of resistance time left, but just do a meaty and like that. Going up 2 games to 1. Yeah,
and just, honestly, I can definitely tell the Weiss is a little undercooked to say the least, but I think that just that brain off comfort that they have with the Yang really came into handy there, because they got into semblance once and they were like, bet, it's time for me to ball, and that was able to get them pretty huge momentum here in that game.
I'm definitely feeling aspects of just meaty them, you know, like Ragna's got the long 5A normal, Weiss has long normal. And, you know, Guzman definitely channeling that fundamental skill with the Weiss pick. So, budget Ragna, you know, maybe not.
Who knows?
I'm not going to speak in existence, but Tomoe definitely on the back foot here. Probably not expecting to have this tall of a mountain to climb this early.
Yeah. And like, I think a definitely big aspect to this is like, there's a pretty big damage differential overall. Like, Noelle is a relatively low damage character outside a specific situation, but there is the 5B starter. This might be the Damago that...
Fortunately, Hilda's on the other end, so we'll see if we get that much. Oh, yo, actually gets a bit more damage using the restand. Oh, where can he break 5 digits? Oh, so close. He could have. He had 2 more bars to spend, but obviously didn't want to put Yang into Semblance. And now we're going to play a little bit more neutral.
Guzman a little bit on the back foot here. Actually opting to play unironic zoning Yang here. Just trying to set up a situation. A nice catch there with the 5B. Going to be putting Noelle in that bad situation and gets the command throw.
Yeah, the hard tag looking kind of suspect there. Guzman doing a very good job making Weiss 6P, kind of using that to chase down Tomoe's Noelle. Unfortunately, Weiss might not be able to use the 6P much longer in a corner okay situation. Here comes the... Where are we going? Oh, both side hitting DP. Going to be letting Guzman get out.
Yeah, opts for the surfboard. Just wants to get out of the corner here. Not going to be pressing anything. Will be punishing that, but allowing this burst punish on the Yang. Not the biggest damaging combo, and actually going to be popping the Semblance as well. Running away. What is it going to be?
Luckily for Tomoe, Hilda can just kind of walk to the top of the screen and run away for her OP. So Semblance not going to be useful in that scenario. Down to just Weiss. Might be a tall mountain climb for Guzman, but air to air with the Weiss JA. Oh, not able to catch the burst.
Yeah, pretty bad situation for Guzman. Weiss is a pretty good, solid character in neutral, but unfortunately might struggle in the solo game here, and we are seeing a potential end to this here. And Tomoe tying the set 2-2 with that combo.
When you spend the bar to counter the zoning, but you still get zoned.
That's a mood.
That is a mood. Unfortunately, Weiss double ice fireball is not good enough in that scenario. Now, tied up! I definitely will say, getting that one active switch B record started was definitely the snowball. You could see the gears start clicking, you know, the wheels turning inside Tomoe's kind of game plan. As you get the hit you needed and definitely started running into those practice scenarios. See if Guzman, I mean, did a pretty good job avoiding, you know, getting himself put into like a fixed set play in the middle of the game. Let's see if we can kind of keep that energy through a whole 180 seconds.
Yeah. Like, these matches have been pretty close overall, but Hilda just is able to dictate the match so well that, like, it really is just a matter if she is getting to play or not. And you know what? Gonna get sniped out here. This could be a pretty big start here for Guzman. Yeah, just keep on chasing her down. Does not want to let her be, but finally giving her that space. Oh, gets hit out of that CC.
Disabling the cross-comp situation. Guzman doing a great job using Weiss 6P. Unfortunately, the Weiss 6P stops being useful there. Gets sniped by the Hilda laser, and now here we go. Set play city. Where are we going? Oh, same side. 5P for the no Damago.
Oh my god.
Guzman tried pressing it again there. Unfortunately, the Hilda slightly too meaty, and the Noelle tracking the janky Weiss burst just well enough, putting Guzman into the other corner.
This is definitely a Tomo favorite game right now. Just trying to hit the mids, but gets out of that cross combo situation. Nice grab in order to avoid that sandwich situation and immediately cash out to the super. Does not want to have to deal with any bursts.
Yeah, defensive throws all day. Guzman, oh no, after last kind of breath here, both characters extremely low, and Tomo has not had to play Noelle. It's been Hilda all the way.
Able to get the confirm here, but no full confirm into that crossroad in order to kill the Yang. She will be popping the resonance, or not, the semblance, sorry. Oh my god, go for the command throw, didn't work though.
I feel like Tomo needs a 2A confirm. We gotta have to hit the lab soon. And we'll see if that ends up being relevant. Baits out the DP! Super clean out here, gonna finish the combo. And now Hilda against 2 characters? This is definitely still Hilda favorite.
Yeah, for sure, especially with how low they are. But if you're just keeping on in this corner, never letting her go, this might be good here. Has that glyph available, hits the 5C and the grab. Unfortunately, this is now a 1v1 situation, something that Guzman probably feared.
Definitely has no bar either, so can't challenge with a bionic arm at the end. What a fireball! Guzman! The cook. He's cooked.
I don't know if Hilda can kill with the spike here. No, not quite. Yeah, no
Problem is,
threat
though,
of
look at Yang can only take one more hit, and even though Tomo has no mix, Guzman's still gonna need at least one more, maybe. Oh, Fireball navigating right over, and Rampage time is here. Hilda now has mix up, and unfortunately forces Yang to go in and get chopped up.
Yeah, definitely a showcase of Guzman's resolve despite the 3-2 loss in that set. But just like, gotta say, they played that disadvantage 2v2, I think, as best as they could. They really found that point where Tomoe felt pressure to make a risky call with a DP and was able to isolate the Hilda and just keep her in court for a relatively long period of time. It's just like, no matter what character you are playing, those prevalent push blocks are always going to be available, and could not keep the pressure for that long, and just was able to finally inch out victory there. But good stuff to Guzman and Tomoe nonetheless for a very close set.
Absolutely, definitely seeing why Hilda's up there at a 6 for sure. But showed some good synergies with Noel, showed some solid play, but ultimately Tomoe moving on to the next round of the winners, as we now look forward to who's going to be up next. Who's up next?
Like E2 Deku versus Moth.
All right. I'm seeing on screen another Rangna Jin. Now I know that this team is the fairest of fair, y'all. We got 3 Rangna Jins so far. Is all I gotta say.
Yeah, which I'm not super surprised about with how the ratio format is kind of operated. This is one of the premier comps that is available. However, like, no Ragna main has showed up to this this tournament in order to operate at I guess potentially full potential. But regardless, we will be having Moth versus E2 Deku, and Moth will be locked in with New Platinum. One of the teams that they kind of were theorizing about, a new enthusiast for sure, but really wanted to kind of mess around with the Platinum. And considering the environment that this is, Platinum is a bit more viable overall, and especially considering she is in that one category. So you can pretty much play whatever team you want.
Yeah, Moth is definitely Platinum's strongest soldier for sure, and will be interesting to see how it plays into the field. Definitely, just based on the kind of characters you'll see, has a lot more chances to kind of just play the game, and definitely when you're going up against less of the the top tier, will be able to showcase more of their strengths. Things like her long, strong, JA and 5A, as well as her myriad of item assists, could prove to be fatal if you're not ready for it. So, love to see how this works. Interested to see what the tech was new. I know that teleport through 4P is probably going to be one of those things, but I wonder what else he's got cooking.
Yeah, definitely. Like, New is a character that requires a bit of a specialist in order to operate, but Moth is for sure one of those people. I have never actually seen them play with the New Platinum, but I do know that they enjoy the characters, so I'm assuming this will be quite fun to see. I thought we were about to get PC type for a second.
Absolutely. You almost jinxed it, but we will get to see the New Platinum ready, running away, and already setting the mix up. The 4P coming in there, going to get a pickup off that, but unfortunately, the easy burst from E2 Deku. Now, New is going to be in the defensive position. How much more will she get to... Oh, we just super out.
Brings in the Ragna, probably a not quite a fatal mistake, but will be putting them in a one-touch situation here. What the mix gonna be? Trying to wait for something to happen, but it hits the 5B, able to get quite a bit of damage.
Yeah, when you hit the frame trap again, frame trapped instead. Fortunately, good push block is going to let New get out. I think it's a question of, can we get rid of New 13 before losing a character? The answer is no. E2 Deku gonna have to be playing solo Jin. And now we get to see Flat Point.
Yeah, gets the DP, but is DP safe with that? Just wakes up with the grab, though. Wakes up with another grab.
No, E2 Deku!
I think he wanted an actual combo that time, but just got hit by the Wake Up Super, and yeah, saw a little bit of an inkling of the new Platinum right there, but or I guess I should say Ragna Jin gameplay there, but unfortunately could not God.
Very, very much so we caught the new until we couldn't
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's how it feels like playing against U13, right? It's a very like race to the finish kind of game. If you can catch the character, get her out fast enough, you know, you're cooking. But if you can't, oh man, you got to play for a hot minute. And E2 Deku, no longer a Ragna Jin believer, bringing out the juicy stuff. 9 the Phantom Tiger.
Yeah, you know, this is a team comp.
This is a team
Bottom
comp.
text.
I mean, okay, let as we gotta go through this, let's think about it, right? So you got 9 who can get hit by the 4P, and Tiger who can also get hit while charging.
Yeah, both characters can indeed get happy birthday in this game and get hit by new 5B in a sandwich too. This 9 is not doing quite a lot.
All right. Unluckily for Moss, unluckily for E2 Deku, there are too many Tigers in the PC tag universe. So I do believe that Moss knows this matchup. It might be all right. You know what we match grab? Definitely a team of the day. Oh my god. None of these wedges aren't going to hit E2.
Yeah, gets put in that sandwich scenario, like one touch, and there is the touch. Actually was greedy, wanted to kill the 9. Are they able to actually get it with the reset? Absolutely.
Oh my gosh. 313 moment. Alright. Taker's gotta hold this incoming. I think he's gone. We got active switch. Yep.
Oh. Rough situation to be in.
Several layers on that, right? You don't know if the seed spike is gonna hit you first or if the platinum's gonna hit you first. You just know that they're gonna switch at some point, and you're praying to God that the auto block kicks in.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I haven't really been talking about Moss seeing that much, but like I am seeing the vision when it comes to the new Platinum. It is kind of smoking right now, but E2 Deku swapping between all the teams. We're going to be ending it off here with this Yang Celica. Yang being one of the characters that they are most proficient with. Surprisingly, not opting for a team that actually is makes full use of the point value. This is only a 6 value team, but regardless, this is gonna be what they're riding and dying with.
I mean, I'm gonna make the prediction here. This team is going to do the best of the teams that we've seen so far. As you know, we still got time for this prophecy to come true.
Yeah.
But yeah, Moss definitely doing a great job using all of Planet's assists to a great degree. You know, the 4P for lockdown after teleport, the 6P to kind of cover in neutral. Unfortunately, he's only been getting the miss, probably his weakest assist. There we go, here comes the bombs. Oh my god, it was still active on the ground.
Yeah, and despite like Platinum's assists being RNG, it just seems like Moth it knows exactly what to do when it comes to those assist calls. So it's like showing off a lot of proficiency here. Gets the Halo, but not going to be able to hit the confirm. But that might be dead.
We've got all the assists hitting here. We're gonna break all the seals. All right, ET Deku just taking the soft damage. That's okay. Oh, we might take a character here. 5 bar, tackle EX. All right, can we do a second? Actually, no,
I don't think this is gonna be a kill. Yeah, it's gonna be close though.
Walk up, JC. Oh, just do a meaty. Baits out the ET Deku. I understand, you know, logically, you need to get through both characters, but also, you're screwed either way. Is what I'm seeing out here. Just take your money. All right, takes Moss money. Do we get a corner carry?
Might be, and your prediction was right. This is the team that has made the most progress so far, but they are quite low. Gets hit there, and unfortunately, their run with this team is over, at least on the winner side of the bracket. Going to be a very dominant 3-0 victory for Moth here.
Yeah. Moss, one thing I want to say that I did not expect Moss to make as good use of. He was making really good use of Platinum 5P. Assist, you know, you might otherwise be like, okay, a little bit unremarkable. But the amount of the amount she pushes you before she taps you with the pogo and like the tracking on it has definitely been very helpful for keeping the pressure up and keeping up the confirms.
Yeah, like everything with the team looked very smooth and very well executed from Moss side. Very excited to see what they bring out for their winners semis placements. It was looking very strong, but looks like
I'm up. What I'm
Yeah,
seeing.
Yeah, you're up. You're
All
up.
right, buddy. I'm about to do more combos than RNG and probably get smoked, but we'll see.
Yeah, Monkey Smile locking in with the Gord Merkava team comp. And yeah, Tager Yukiko on Podge's side. Podge is a main team. We've got to theorize before the start of this bracket that Podge would be one of the biggest beneficiaries of this general format because they've made this team forever. They are quite proficient with it, but still, regardless, it is Tager Yukiko. It does have its flaws regardless of what team you're playing, but we'll see if the character proficiency is able to overcome any obstacle here in this ratio format.
Indeed. Oh boy. And already Monkey. Honestly, yeah, this is. I mean, I knew that Gordo was going to be there, but I wasn't expecting the Merkava from Monkey.
Yeah, kind of thinking about some of the team comps that was available for Gojo, I do imagine this being one of the better ones. Gordo is a pretty good enabler, and Merkava does have a pretty nasty game plan, but it's not really going to be seeing a lot of it here as this Yukiko has been keeping everything under wraps here.
Oh my god, that was still safe.
Yeah, that Gord Super, like, DHEs, like, pretty well for, like, safe setups. So,
Oh
I got
god,
hit.
other side.
I got hit.
Oh, Yukiko's almost about to go down. Yeah, you definitely want to get her out as soon as you can. Yeah.
Just stun block. A nice DP will be able to get the Bordeaux out. This is looking a lot more even than I thought it was, considering how the start of the match went. Yeah, relatively even life totals, and going to be waking up with the EX here. Gonna have to guess who wants to die, and it's obviously gonna be the Tager. So Yukiko coming in needs to make that comeback. Well, kind of comeback.
I was gonna say it's definitely doable. Okay, I thought that was gonna let. He just did it again.
I understand. You're like, damn, I'm minus, time to DP. Like, what else is there to lose? And to be fair, like, Yukiko, like, without Bar is not necessarily like, the most threatening character in the world. So, like, even though that DP was blocked, it might have been hard to convert depending on how far she was. So, I understand the risk reward being very much in Monkey's favor, especially considering, well, he just won the game.
Yeah. All right, going into the second game here in this set.
Having someone watch my back isn't half bad, really.
Podge, unfortunately, like, giving up quite a big advantage they had in the start of the set. It was looking so good, but, like, yeah, some of those Tager Yukiko struggles were definitely going out. That was a very nice anti-air with Tager, and that should be a burst punish, or DP punish as well.
This is unfortunately a matchup that Tager just doesn't have a good time with against the Merkava, and, well, as we're seeing, Monkey is using that to full effect just in general, but I don't think Podge is ready for this, honestly.
Yeah. On paper, Yukiko does do relatively well against the Merkava, but, like, you can only do so well while he's in your face, being covered by these Gordo shenanigans. Yeah, wants her out, definitely needs to save her for that 2v1 situation, but she is only at level 1, so her threat is relatively mitigated, but DP's out of the situation.
No,
that will be hitting!
I thought that would be safe. My mistake.
Yeah, I think thanks to the guard point there, it was able to actually, if that wasn't a guard point super, that might have not confirmed. And yeah, we're going to be getting a little bit of a combo extension here. One touch situation going to be forcing out a resonance call, but the Tager will be prevailing here.
You're a second-rate.
The JA, I swear, bro. That JA is somehow connecting like that, and I was like, I don't think that looks right, but sure, whatever the game says.
Look, Tager players gotta suffer. They might as well get something. But yeah, gonna be a very interesting team. Gordo Batista.
Get ready.
We're not expecting something like this, honestly. But for this matchup particularly, I can see it. Batista does provide a lot of good zoning tools to kind of counter Yukiko and Tager. Really make their life a pain. And, well, if Gordo is going to be on the team, I believe Batista's one of the only more proper zoners. Yeah, it's either New or Batista that are zoner characters in the 4 category. I don't think Monkey was going to play New.
Yeah. Monkey Smile asking, why does this guy get his main team? Look me in the eyes. No Ghost Rider, stealing a bit right there. But, like, look me in the eyes and tell me that, like, we could reasonably make this team illegal. Come on.
We'd literally have to make, like, Tager at most a 2, and Yukiko, like, a 6? Like, no.
Yeah, there's just no way, buddy.
Ooh, though unfortunately that fan kind of messed up the DP.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't ready for the way that would counter hit. And, I mean, it's not going bad, but at the same time, it's still relatively even between these two.
A little bit of a weird hit going to be pushing away the Batista. Nice cross up and a good confirm. A little bit, it's a blue beat, but still.
Oh, I was going to say not quite going to be able to kill, but unfortunately, yeah, with the 5cc going to be doing enough damage there to kill off the Tager. I mean, res level 2 Yukiko isn't necessarily bad, but it's not ideal, especially with the fire levels that she's at right now.
Yeah, definitely probably wants to ramp up just a little bit, and a nice counter poke with the 5 be there. Unfortunately, not going to be a full combo, doesn't bait the DP either. So this is still going to be a honest level 4 combo. He could have potentially killed off that if he decided to meter dump, but wasn't aware.
Oh, unfortunately, yeah, the super's going to be baited right there. Losing the Batista, solo Gord against solo Yukiko. It's still, like, not undoable for either player, honestly.
Oh, especially with that. Oh my god, almost made it the DP, but not quite. Gonna be a punish, and nice confirm there. The meter dump is available. Should be able to cash out of the Agidine, and the level 4 stacks gonna be getting that 10k confirm in order to seal out game 3.
Yeah, it's just, unfortunately, yeah, Monkey was not able to get that confirmed that they needed, because they did get the hit. They could have killed reasonably off of that, but just wasn't ready for it and ultimately paid the price. So, yeah, Podge is up 2-1 now. Looking to move on, unless Monkey has either another team or another game plan here.
Yeah, and the Susanoo Lene. I've never actually seen Monkey play Lene. I know that Susanoo is on lock, and it can be a very threatening character overall. It might just be banking on kind of bowing up Pod for some of the mistakes that he's making. And Lene is just in the back to set dressing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see. You know, Lene can cook. Generally a character that isn't super partner reliant overall in terms of especially like the 2 category, but still gonna be a little bit of a struggle.
Ooh, yeah, backdash. Oh my god.
Ooh, brought in the Susanoo at an inopportune time, but Podge not doing a combo, just DPs out of the situation, does not want to have to deal with anything at all.
Oh no, yeah, that could have been so much worse for Monkey there, but still, yeah, super active swap is going to be caught by the Spark Bolt going to cross raid, and not enough to kill off the character. That's not hitting. Oh my god, he did the follow-up.
Yeah, I think it was hoping for like the invul on that super to not be as good as someone might expect. DP's the DP. This is looking a little bad for the Lene. Gets counter hit confirmed. That is a big kill on the star character here. Gonna have to play with solo level 4 Resonance Lene. Whips out with the DP though. This could be a good start.
Oh my god, DPs again. No way.
Oh.
No way.
Oh.
I respect it. I respect the decision, but unfortunately, Podge is a little bit more patient there and going to be taking this set.
Yes, just with the 3-1 victory with the main team. Definitely kind of seeing the unfortunate concessions people have to make for this ratio tournament. Monkey couldn't play one of the one of his more traditional teams, I think, would have helped him quite a bit in this matchup, but having to play with unfamiliar characters really did hurt in the long run, as Podge will be moving on to the winners semifinals part of the bracket to fight Riazo.
Indeed. All right, now we have winner semis lined up and ready. It is Moth versus Tomoe on one side and Riazo, as you said, and Podge on the other. So we're getting through this pretty quickly.
Are you telling me that ratio bracket's about to run faster than normal bracket?
I wasn't saying that.
We still got a lot of time to go, right? So top 8 of winner side coming close to fruition. Top 8 losers also waiting out there. So we're gonna get some. We got plenty of time to delay the bracket for sure. But yeah, let's see. Tomoe into Moss. Definitely, I think Tomoe's been grinding this team, so definitely going to be some real gameplays, and we'll see how it matches up into Moss. Both these players are playing a character they are very familiar, and let's see how they're able to kind of joust the assists to maximize the potential.
Yes, and once again, Moth not playing a team that makes full utilization of the point value, while Tomoe is. But I think in terms of character proficiency here, like Moth has Tomoe very much beat. That new was looking pretty schnasty as always, but regardless, I think Hilda is a generally stronger character overall, so we'll have to see how those factors kind of even out here in the set.
Yeah, those players putting their mains on point definitely don't want to be going behind the 8 ball early. So see how it goes. I definitely know that Noelle has some tools to navigate around News 13 in the variety of her drive normals particularly. And already we're just gonna force our way in, see if we can get things started. But unfortunately the projectile invuln going to be getting chopped up by the new JA.
Why was she on that side?
I don't know, man. Oh, another cheeky reset. Dude, red card. Put him away. Okay.
I think he was feeling himself there.
Understandable. I mean, at that point, like, that amount of HP, Noelle might have died to a DP if she got baited. But now, Tomoe will get to show off the combos he's got for this team. Has all the bar, and just to catch that out early. Wow, that 6P added a good chunk at the end.
Yeah. Gonna be a solid 9K, but they not wanting to get the Noelle out, apparently. Yeah, just trying to run.
She dies. Never mind, we put her in. Oh, what a strike! Some frames, using the V-sickle. Oh, gets the cross up. Good block by Tomoe, but not good enough.
Yeah, gonna be going in with the Sword Sweeper to set up some pressure. Thought I was gonna be cross up there.
Why'd she stay on the same side?
I don't know, but an instant overhead coming out. That is going to be killing the new. That is the pivotal part of the team here. But Platinum, how much can she cook solo against this Hilda is a great question, as they will be popping the resonance here. I can imagine they want to go into install soon, but like, are they going to have the space to do it?
I think definitely just kind of hoping for meter there, but not getting much in terms of the other benefits. Didn't really escape a Loki situation. Not going to be able to get any more life. And now Platinum, I mean, she can do fine on her own, but when backed up by Hilda 4P, this might be really rough. Oh my god. Noelle gets to do Rekka's on block, unabated. Good blocks by Moss, and actually able to DP the way out.
But gets the confirm here if there is a combo available. Tomoe, I don't know if that actually kills. That should, but I don't know. Okay.
I was literally worried that Tomoe cut it off early as well, but able to secure it. Looking back on that mix-up, I do think we're seeing part of the funniness that Platinum Assist provide. I think Platinum pushed the character as Nu was passing through them, so it didn't cross up, which is insane.
Yeah, I'm not gonna pretend like I understand what this new character does.
This new champion presses the B button for sure.
Yeah, like. Every time I see a new, I just forget what she does. But I know she's sick.
She's a very cool character, I think. A little bit too specialized for general use in this game, but definitely has a lot of potential. I really would like to see Moss try to use New a little bit more on point. She has some pretty good assists for breaking through zones. Her 5P is very good. Her 6P is good for other matchups. Maybe not into this one. Definitely has the tools, but none of those tools are gonna help you from getting cracked by Noel drive. Oh, another cross up.
Very good. They're going to be starting some of that corner pressure, but just push blocks out. But New has relentless pressure, but a good jump out of the situation and nice coverage with the 4P going to be allowing something to get going.
Yeah, Moss doing a great job using that Platinum 4P as just kind of like a stop sign in the middle of the screen. It's really fast, or surprisingly fast, and very tall as well. So hard to kind of get past that while still trying to jump into New. Oh my
And I think Moth is aware that, like, even though I believe New is minus off the situation, Hilda does not have great options in order to deal with it.
Yeah, definitely abusing the ability to teleport freely into Hilda's not so fast buttons. Oh, but that button is plenty fast. Jay sees their way out. Tomoe mounting an offense. Can you block drive? You don't need a block drive. One button DP, baby. Oh man, that Halo's still on you.
Just trying to spend all this push block out of the situation here, and good navigation. Gonna be starting their own pressure, but gets push blocked out of it. What's it gonna be? And a nice 4P call. Gonna be getting that happy birthday and potentially kill on the Platinum, maybe even without the meter.
Yeah,
And
this
gonna be
is,
getting
this is not good for Moss, but if there's any character you want to be in the resonance position, it is this one. New has no more bar, has to probably hold at least one mix, but not gonna push it, and now a chance for Moss. Get that 2 bar, get the magic resonance chip going, and we're good to clean it up here. Tomoe does the drop combos.
Yeah, and that's gonna be a 2-0 for Tomoe here. I definitely think the Hilda assist and just how generally strong her support value is on top of just good Noel play is giving Tomoe the leg up in this matchup. There might need to be some type of tween sub. Unfortunately, as good as the new zoning and mix-up has been, Tomoe has been on top of blocking all of that shenanigans, and we're actually going to be swapping in the new for the other character.
I mean, I feel, yeah, I feel it. Definitely, you want to play a little more aggro. You know that Tomoe's offense might not be as tight as it would be with another team, so you can DP a lot more with Merkava. So I expect that to be part of the contributing factor. And also just having a little bit more life, right? New bleeds.
Yeah, just trying to get something going here. Nice fight punish, but unfortunately no punish. Gets the overhead reset, but nothing quite coming out of it. That DP being absolutely ridiculous as always, but Surfboard being even more saucy.
Absolutely, but I mean, now you see, like, Moss has a lot more. What the heck? No, the Halo ruined it. But Moss has a lot more ability to move around the screen and, like, you know, using the air. That's definitely been helpful into trying to chase down and navigate through. Now Platinum gets to play. No, Platinum's going back in the back here. We don't want to see her.
Yeah, Platinum definitely working as more of an assist spot and quite a good one, but hits. Oh no, unfortunately whiffs the DP punish there, but it was able to get the grab instead. This is looking all Tomoe right now.
Yeah, poor Sandwich with the gun Halo pulling. Oh, but double side hitting, super. No, Noel just posed and got hit anyways. Good job.
Yeah, drops out of the situation and can't punish the nail turret, but does not punish the DP there. That, what was that?
All right, yeah, Tomoe starting to pull out Noel's more exciting tools. Her drive 2C will avoid a lot of DPs and puts the hurt box really low to the ground. And man, that might actually be curtains for Moss chances here, proving to be one of the big reasons why Tomoe is so ahead.
Yeah, as long as there's a cash out into the super, the main character has been defeated. Once again, left that solo level 4 platinum. In terms of life totals, it is most certainly doable, but the 4P call, unfortunately, going to be catching her in this situation, and a very solid 3-0 victory here for Tomoe.
Me trying to fly over to the other side of the screen, Hilda 4P running in, we're encountering some turbulence, and down we go, crash into the ground. Platinum, unfortunately, not pulling in the work that is needed until we're moving on to the winter semi. Platinum will gap, Sonokun says, but unfortunately the gap was too wide to cross. Speaking of gaps, though, we do have a gap in the Mastrino history that I'm not sure I got a chance to read, or have these always been read? Already been read?
These have not.
These have not? All right, let's get it started then. First up, $8 sequence of numbers with a comment saying no comment.
Wait,
So
Those
that
have
one's been read.
That one's been read.
Nepgear's first donation has been read. The second one, and then Darkslayer afterwards has not.
I'll hit the first Nepgear one. We'll pass it on to you, Lon. But the first one, Nepgear 0U0, pointing out with a direct contribution of $5, saying, "Welcome to the Rangna ratio bracket. May your blaze blue and prep your MUs." There's no more Rangnas, I think, here in winners bracket so far. So we're looking clean for the moment. Whether that'll remain the case is to be seen.
Yes, and Darkslayer with the $10, bringing it up to a nice hefty $78 pot here tonight. Saying, "Glad we streamed in the side tournament today. Patiently waiting for the main event. Seal Slammers, hail the Spike Seal." Maybe that's up to Ether. We could run something. TM.
Yeah, for sure. Looking at the bracket, Tomoe's actually clawed their way all the way to winners finals. Putting in the work, putting in the results, showing up here, already in the money. So let's go Tomoe, and we'll see who's gonna be up next.
Well, one of them's you.
All right. Well, if Riazo shows up here, not too busy playing. What? I don't know. Is he still playing Grand Blue? That game got up here last week, right? Where's Riazo? Riazo, get off your Roblox. Come here and play Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle.
Man.
But yeah, I guess Tomoe will have the pleasure of beating up Riazo or myself in the winners finals, but I will have the pleasure of playing or commentating either way as we wait for the upcoming match.
Yeah, you have the chance to make it a Pacific Northwest duel for winners finals.
I always knew that the state of Washington was full of a bunch of wacky low-tier players.
It's true.
We are the scrungliest Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle players. We have Sworn up here now too. It's the crime coefficient is high, for sure.
Yeah, and well, it'll be interesting to see. I haven't seen Riazo play all night. If I had to theorize the team that they would go with, I'd probably say Hilda Makoto.
Hilda Makoto. Wait, Riazo doesn't play Hilda though. It'd be 9 Makoto, right?
No, he plays Hilda.
He plays Hilda?
Yeah, he's
He does.
Yeah, he's played Hilda Adachi in the past.
I must have missed this arc. I've not seen him play Hilda.
Have you never seen him on Hilda?
No, man. Anytime
I've seen him on Aige Sadachi.
I've seen Aige Sadachi, yeah.
That might be some freaky ancient lore, then. I don't know. I remember them playing Hilda Adachi. Yeah, E30 said he's also seen Hilda Adachi.
E30 said so, it must be so.
Yeah, I guess it was during Parsec era.
Parsec, yo, the cursed times.
I mean, like, it depends. Like, if they want to play a bolstered Makoto team, then I think Hilda Makoto is the way to go. Which is why I suspected. I mean, they could just play 9 into you because 9 just hard counters Yukiko.
I don't look, man. You'll have to work a little harder for. There's no like good stop sign assist in the ones. I mean, Makoto, I guess, is fine. Everyone's mortal when they're getting up.
Yeah. What if they pull up with 9 Tager on you?
9 Tager? Yeah, I'll play Tager mirrors all day. I'm the best at coin flipping with the wedge catapults. All right.
Okay, yeah, 9.
I'll sign off. You can witness my demise in slow motion or fast motion.
All right. Looks like 9, all right, 9 Makoto. Still, regardless, I think probably a team that doesn't have good synergy, but it has 9 on it. So how bad could it be?
I mean, yeah. As we gave in our rationale, it's like, the characters in 6 are still pretty solid enough to play by themselves a lot of the time.
Yeah. One of the characters that definitely, I think, is not super hurt by her being in a 6th spot just because of the stuff that it gets up there. But like I said, I don't think this team is good, but considering the matchup they're currently playing here against the Tager Yukiko, 9 herself, like, just hard counters solo, but we'll have to see if Podge is able to navigate through it.
Ooh, okay. And yeah, it's like it's just rough having to fight this character with like even if she's by herself, it's just really rough for Podge to really fight this character.
Yeah, like, what I'm expecting is to happen here is to be very, like, one-sided 9 games for everything that Riazo wins. As you can see, like, you know, they haven't been playing for too long, but, like, this Tager is quite low, and we are setting up the unblockable in the corner. Actually, I don't think she can unblockable Tager in the corner, so she's not gonna bother.
Yeah, I was gonna say, dude. You almost set Tager up to die right there. Oh, the fairy actually putting a stop to Podge's short air block string right there.
Oh my god, the Miragi actually came out, but yeah, kind of proving why, like, this matchup is such a pain in the ass for Yukiko. Can just air stall up there and can't even 2B her because of the threat of the Scarlet Vein. This is not looking good for Podge. And yeah, I'm gonna bring in the Tager. If anyone's gonna die, it's gonna be Yukiko.
Ooh, bro, I feel like you could have potentially killed actually.
Yeah, I think they were trying to be greedy and first meet the Makoto, but, like, being, like, entirely real, like, if you gotta do what you gotta do to get the 9 out, even if she's not dead, as long as she's, like, in a bleeding position, you take that. I definitely a little too greedy. That didn't pay off. Yeah. As predicted here, like, the Makoto was out for very little amount of time, but the 9 was able to navigate around pretty much everything that Podge had access to, even without having the assist. Like, the character is just that strong.
Get ready.
Yeah, going to be going into the second game. Hopefully Podge is able to get something going here with I mean, I feel like even if you do kill the 9 though, Riazo does have experience with the Makoto, so it's still not going to be an easy fight. It will be easier, I'll give you that, but it won't be easy.
Yeah, but I mean, everyone in the face of some good old pressure is gonna be falling down here. Oh god, unfortunately could not keep up the offensive momentum and just going to be getting hit, bringing them into the corner, and base the DP.
Not looking good for the Tager.
Yeah, my god, Yukiko burst being that big. Unfortunately, not the optimal starter. Could have been a lot more damage here, but still going to be a nice solid 8k. Makoto in the low situation, and most importantly, the 9 is not out to play right now.
Unfortunately, the 4P is just essentially, you know, reminding you, yeah, she's still in the game, unfortunately, and Yukiko not looking too good. Yeah, one more good hit is going to be able to do her in.
Blocks the unblockable somehow. I think that was unblockable at the very least. Brings Tager to the corner, DP baits, but no full punish. That could have been a game-winning play if there was able to be a hit here, but they're navigating around neutral. I'll tell you that. No confirm off the 2B or 2C.
Yeah, this is just rough because it's like if you try to go in on her, she's gonna be doing something like what just happened there, and yeah, Tager's going to be going down.
Solo Yukiko gonna be preserving the 9 for potentially the 2v1 situation, or the 1v1 situation, I should say. Level 4 resonance is available. It's kind of surprising with the fire stacks over there. I think level 5 was enough, but just wants to make sure. Oh, poking 9 in the back. You know, those hits here or there are going to be quite impactful.
No.
Are they able to get the DP punish? No.
Well, got it there. So, but I mean, this is still. Oh no! With how long the recovery is on that move, unfortunately, was not able to punish that DP. Yeah, it could have definitely been the game. Did you? Okay, I was wondering, did you cross yourself up? Unfortunately, you're still gonna be going down for that.
Yeah, and like, all things considered, like, considering the really bad matchup, Pod is playing relatively well. It's just like, man, some unfortunate interactions, especially when it comes to the Yukiko persona, really, like, letting them down here, not getting these kills on these 9s. Like, I firmly believe, like, you know, if they are able to put 9 in an uncomfortable situation, like, it could just be the game right there. But like, Grazo has been playing relatively well even in those situations.
Get ready.
Indeed. Now it is Podge down 2-0. Has to. I mean, this is their team, so this is their main team that they're able to play for this, so they don't have to make any adjustments in terms of that. But it's just still having to navigate against this character that, as he said, really just kind of counters their entire team comp. Difficult. It's difficult.
Yeah. Ooh, that was a nice sledge, and unfortunately, though, 9 the Phantom, being the cheater character that she is, just teleporting away from the honest deserved Tager mix.
So true.
Just trying to keep the pressure going here. Not going to be a huge amount of damage, and just teleporting through all of the Yukiko shenanigans. Like, yeah, you know, like seeing kind of here, like the poor Makoto is just not allowing 9 to really get as much pressure as she might like. And gets the counter call, but no, not going to be getting a burst punish here. But does hit the 2B.
Anti-air fans. So it's up Yoki. Oh, tried to mash out of the situation, but yeah, no, the Agi staying behind there. You pressed. Oh no.
Yeah, I'm going to be going for that follow-up here. Tager is a 20k health character, but I still think... Ooh, I think they might have been able to posture across red, at least force out a burst. But the burst is coming in right now. No full confirm there, but will be punishing the landing. That's huge.
Yeah, it's just a big dropped opportunity right there. Yeah, and you gotta hold that. Well, never mind. That was actually a really good active swap there to avoid that and punish it.
Yeah, like, was able to kind of just weave through the Miragi dying there. Left with solo Tager. This is gonna be hella rough.
I wouldn't necessarily say it's I wouldn't necessarily say it's undoable. Like, it's not impossible, but I mean, you know, with this kind of hit, chances still just go closer from slim to almost none.
Yeah. Ooh, but that will be doing quite a bit of damage. I think if they're able to posture a get B, they might be able to do something with trying to anti-air command throw. Thankfully, no chip kills in this game, so they don't have to worry about that, but they gotta worry about this 9 just doing anything.
I mean, Podge has to play essentially perfectly in this situation, and it has to get like 2 hits, honestly. Like, at the very least, 2 hits.
Yeah, gonna be just pressuring in. Ooh, who wins that? Oh, goes with the reset.
The reset.
Depending on what Podge does, this could be...
Oh, no!
Oh.
I was worried whenever I saw him hold that button. I'm like, that's too much. That's too much. You're hoping for too much there. Unfortunately, yeah, just wasn't able to close things out. And Riazo taking that set 3-0.
Yeah, and like, even despite the bad matchup, Podge did exceptionally well, I would say. But unfortunately, 9 the Phantom. Actual definition of 3-0, but close though.
9 the Phantom moment.
9, yeah.
That teleport was
Indeed.
that teleport made me so sad at the end.
Dude,
No one could tell where we were, but that's how it be.
It was unfortunate, but I think you did the best that you could in that given scenario. But yeah, you know, it was. I hate 9.
Truly, truly a strong character, but that's okay though. Ryaza moving on to the next phase into Weather semis. He gets to play another character with Hitscan, so we'll see how they do. Isn't Foray supposed to meaty JS after Gadget Finger? Okay, you know I don't know what happened there. Maybe we're doing that. You know, everyone's kind of waiting it out. Maybe if you do delay jab versus their delay jump, it'll hit better. Something like that. Who knows? There's no blame. There's just press buttons better, for sure. I can hear you. What's up?
Oh god.
Oh, okay. Well, welcome back.
Yeah,
But yeah,
maybe like restart the game just to be safe. Yeah.
We lost the stream. I see. All right. We'll take a second there, as we're looking into. Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Blaze blue.
So it looks like we got our next round coming up, round 4 losers. So rounding up losers top 8, we have Bumba Chunga, Burp Bread, and on the other side, Guzman and Renix. Burp Bread, the hero of the moment from quite a bit ago, finally has made their way to the menu and is going to be playing on stream next.
Yes. Unfortunately, didn't get to see them play earlier. Locked in with a team that I wasn't expecting. My Hide. I was expecting an Igescalp.
I mean, Might High is definitely legal inside the constraints of this this bracket. A little bit of an interesting combination, I think. Don't know. Maybe just hold forward. I mean, you got a lot of chip damage on High, definitely to help Mai get in when she otherwise gets push blocked out a fair amount. But on the other side, we got our other resident. Let me play my main in ratio player, Bumba Chunga, winning in the wings. Sounds good.
Yeah, I'm gonna be sticking with this My Hide comp. Kind of on the surface, I'll be real. I don't know what this team is doing, but my 5P and Hide Assist are good enough where I it's probably gonna be solid.
Yeah, definitely for sure. I think you could probably do some pretty gross sequences using just kind of Mai's forward momentum and the 5P to get yourself into some sandwiches. We'll see if that comes into play. We're gonna air solid, but don't let it go the icebreaker ground. And list of quickness. Chunga getting the first burst, but unfortunately not getting a DP to land. Going to be getting chopped up corner to corner.
Ooh. That bullet assist on my 5P going to be doing quite a bit, but misses the combo. Almost misses the punish here. This is a pretty big turn of events here for Bumba Chunga. Oh my god, unfortunately a blue beat.
I mean, it works out, man. You don't want to... I mean, damage is damage, and I think, Burp Bread definitely missing out a chance to put Bumba's Labras down to low. Now we're going to get the Jin on point, and if Bumba's good at anything, he's very proficient at trying to snipe out stray assist calls with the Jin Super. See if that comes into play. The frame traps, the spacing.
Yeah, able to get the cross up there on the Labras on the burst as well. This is looking pretty good here for Burnt Bread, and gets hit by the My 5P. That bullet assist. Going to be catching onto the super immediately, and we'll be getting that kill.
Yeah, Labras finally paying their dues. Now we're going to be Jin into these two. Going to have some resonance available, but not necessarily going to be able to use it. Oh, just spent it immediately. Unfortunately. Oh, no.
Yeah, just holding it back. Oh my god, footsies being played. Footsies.
The stand roundhouse from Jin not proving to be effective there. The crouch forward going to be proving to be the victory. We got Street Fighter up in here today. Happy Patch Day, all our Capcom lovers out there. Oh, the team had an interaction. Look at that. That's cute.
It's a pretty cute interaction too, honestly. I like it. It's like, it's one of those interactions you just wouldn't know about because, like, quite frankly, like, this is a bit of a, weird team because it's just like it's got those like all mids type of scenarios, but like yeah, I think it supports Mai at least relatively well. And
Yeah,
my
I think-
5P is my 5P.
My 5P definitely good. High 5P good as well. I'd like to see Bumba maybe be able to block some of those mids. We'll see if that comes into play. Bumba says no, we're not blocking. P out. Oh, but good spacing on Bread. Good to be keeping that safe. Oh man, even the super trading cleanly, and now Bumba Chunga low life on his character. Cool.
Alright, nice 2B, but gonna be getting that burst punish. But no full conversion off it. Gonna be putting Bumba Chunga in that corner position. Garnish again trying to mash out. Gets the throw bait as well, but mashes out of that drop combo.
Bumba Chunga, God's strongest neutral tech mash soldier. Now, you know, one elaborate mix away. Got that red X. Oh no, he did!
What's
Burns, you could see it. I could see it. He was doing the sweep.
Yeah, unfortunate there, but thankfully the Mai was able to burst out of that situation and goes over the Kuga as well.
I know that's a God super Bumba, but we can't be trying to anti-air with that. Oh no,
Bruh.
I'm seeing
Why did
my
that work
super-
that way?
I'm seeing my super fail in ways I've never seen it fail before. Luckily though, Bumba not gonna be failing at
Oh.
Bumba
They did a-
failing at the combo.
If they did a follow-up, would that have killed? I mean, hopefully this should kill. Okay, I was a little worried.
Bumba fumbling for sure right now. Combos be dropping out here today, folks.
Yeah. The Bumba Fumba.
Shut up, Bumba. Alright, well, in a 2-0 hole, see if we can climb our way out. Certainly a little bit of rust maybe on both sides, a little bit of slop, but see his foundations. Definitely room for improvement though.
Yeah. Alright. The My Hide comp proving pretty good. I just think the neutral presence that both of Burnt Bread's characters have has just been invaluable for like kind of dealing with Bumba Chunga's playstyle.
Yeah, Bumba's been getting hit meaty after every knockdown. Certainly, I think, due in part to the unexpected effective range of these assists. Wow, extremely good low profile with the 2A, not able to make any. And now, have to play hide. Oh, just slides a little bit too far forward and here whipping. And Bumba Chunga now in the driver's seat again.
Yeah, building up that red axe, puts up the sandwich situation. That's a... I don't know if you want to burst it. Oh my god, this
The
character
supers are
sucks.
so ass, man! No!
He's dead. My burst has been the... I think my burst should have been a 5 character, bro, with how many combos has been able to get out of.
But think about how many times my super has dropped. My super hasn't hit once today.
It's true. My burst is a 5, my super is like a 2, it evens out to a 3.
Absolutely. Bumba Chunga now, you know, this is the driver's seat. Going to be able to do something to hide. Okay, my super did something. Look at that. Plus frames. Not be able to kill. I don't have enough bar, but good to get a safe resonance activation. No, we're not going for it. We want to kill. Being out of deep. People are genius.
Okay, 3-0 victory for Burnt Bread with the most polarizing my gameplay I've ever seen. It's either I burst your freaking combo and you die for it, or I do my super and I die for it. But regardless, 3-0 victory for them in that fashion.
Bumba definitely, you know, Burn and Bumba are at a bar. Burn says, yo, come on, we got to get a fight going. They go out, back out. Burn just grabs the freaking trash can lid off the side of the street. Managed to slop their way into a 3-0 victory. Good stuff. Should have had them on earlier. This is the power. The first rematch for the day. In a convincing victory. Side of the coin of the 3-0, but close though.
That was like... Bumba Chunga just got hoed.
For sure.
Like there was a lot of situations where he should have killed, but like my burst was like, nah, watch this.
But with that though, fortunately that'll be the end of Bumba for their run today. Good seeing you out here, sir. And finishing off in the 7th place. So we're gonna get the other side of our losers match, I think, coming up here. Guzman, the return, and going against Renix, who was team, I think, also fits under the ratio chart by default.
I believe so. That Ragna Kanji comp is available. That is a 6-team, and yeah, something that they've been playing for as long as I know them. Yeah, good overall play. Not a team that has like the best synergy overall, but uses Kanji assist relatively well in order to kind of bolster Ragna's gameplay. In terms of Kanji side, it's honestly a bit suffering, but I still think overall Redix has kind of proven that they can gap with this team comp. So ultimately, we will have to see how they face off against Guzman. That's going to be an interesting one.
Yeah, I think Renix is definitely very proficient. Like Ragna's assist, they're all kind of okay. The 6P is pretty decent, I guess, for zone breaking. I'm not sure it's gonna be relevant in this matchup, but it's also very proficient at using the 5P to make sure he covers, make sure he keeps you blocking while Kanji gets to start, raining a reign of terror, ideally. So in the ratio context, I think it might do a bit better than usual, given the oppression of some of the more obnoxious in this group.
Yes, and kind of with the lessening of zoners in the general metagame.
Well, does East already get to see? No, East does not get to see. It looks like Renix has fallen off the ship. We're throwing out a lifeboat, throwing out a life jacket, see if we can pick him back up from the sea of netcode.
Sometimes it'd be like that.
Sometimes you just go overboard, man. And, you're women out there. But it's okay. The PC tech ship is not sinking yet today. You do not have to go down with it.
Yeah.
Just waiting for Renix. So, yeah, let's talk a bit about Guzman. Guzman has been playing, last time we saw them, 3 different teams, I think. And we're going back to the Rangna Jin. So you think, they have a... You think they have a regimen they're trying to follow down? There's a list. You beat the stage 1 boss, you go to the stage 2, so on and so forth.
Yeah, it's just changes every team depending on the loss. Raga Jin being the first layer, Yang Weiss being the second layer. Actually, what was the second layer? It was Yang Weiss?
Weiss Yang. We were talking about Freezer Burn, remember?
Yeah, Freezer Burn, and then what was the third team?
Yang something else. I don't think it was Yang something funny.
Dude, I cannot remember.
It might have just been 2. We'll see if that see if that becomes relevant. Yeah, load it up in there.
Brother, let's kill each other.
Locked in with the Sol and Kai colors against
a watermelon.
strawberry team, I guess.
Strawberry to Kiwi? Yeah. Already doing off to a good start. 6P whiff grab. I'd love to see it on the side of Guzman. Oh man, already getting...
Yo, poke the eyes out. Yeah, just gonna be getting a relatively simple combo.
I almost thought that was almost Slick Guzman. I saw the vision.
DP assist, why not?
Oh no, the Jin Lego proven to be weaker than the Kanji one. Good duck and then grab on the side of Renix. Going to be getting a bit of life here. Going to be putting him into the corner. Here comes the chair. Oh man, Jin can't play the game at all.
Yeah, not gonna have enough meter to go in with any kills, but will be swapped in the drag. Oh my god.
From a great situation to an awful one. Oh, Jin Ice Card not picking up though. He's been looking up button now, and Kanji, if they're good at anything, good at racking up the damage quickly. Going to be dead? Yes! The steel chair coming in for the very last hit.
Yeah, puts up the Snowflake too. Probably wants to build up some nice chip there with the Kuga and able to get the Jin JB as well. Catches the backdash, but not quite going to be getting anything. Puts up the Snowflake into the 5C. What's it going to be? 2B situation, and that should be a kill there from Guzman. Keeping it chill there with that Jin.
What a nostalgic victory from the side of Guzman Gaming. I love my Jin chip damage into scrounging out hit, so let's go.
Yes, and see no reason for Renix to switch. This is the main team, regardless of a ratio format, so just gonna be sticking it in there.
That was definitely a game where it's just, you know, the Ragnars get the happy birthday and you guys kind of slobber knock your way to a victory. You know, not too much to take away from that besides, like, if anything, Renix was doing a better job at counter calling it. Just at the very end, oof.
Kill each other.
Losing it like that.
Stop crying, you little punk. Shit!
You're about
I
to
love
learn
scam like these.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight!
Alright, already off to a good start for Guzman, able to deny the assist calls. Doing a great job, actually. Not letting Renix get the assist going. Not picking up. Finn leaving a lot of damage on the table. Guzman, DP assist. Gets the throw bait on the Gauntlet. Hades also avoids the burst with the JC, and now Renix. Oh man, from bad to worse. One touch away. Although Guzman had a lot of bar. Might have been able to kill just right up there. Steals his phone!
Oh,
And
steal!
like that. Oh, the economy's going back up, boys. The bricks coming through. Renix just standing still right there. We're gonna get a Ragnar perfect possible. One more chance.
Yeah. Just needs one more. Try to go for the TRM here. Still working on that Ragnar perfect. Oh, no,
it's over,
unfortunately.
It's over. That's alright. Both of these big old Shogun Tense men trying to just grab each other by the throat. Going for another one. Guzman doesn't have the meter. You know, you can look at. And there we go. Gauntlet Hades. Gonna be the victory, I think. Clean it up, nice and simple.
Just gonna be going for the Carnage Scissor and 2-0 right now for Guzman.
Dang, Guzman. Guzman out here trying to bankrupt Mastrcheap. Said, yo, there wasn't any Wednesday night fight last. We need it back in here, man.
Yeah. First phone steal I've seen it in a while. You know, it's by a SoCal homie.
It always somehow happens to be Guzman.
Guzman's
Because he
carrying the
fishes
banner,
for it.
man. Doing for the culture.
This is true. This is true.
Get ready.
Just like that, man. Renix on the back foot. Guzman doing a lot of good stuff with his team. Definitely just keeping Renix from being able to run their usual game plan.
brother.
Yeah, it's just been some very hyper-aggressive Ragnar gameplay. Definitely, like, not their general cup of tea, but, like, Ragnar is a character I think really fitting into Guzman's playstyle. We're seeing a lot of it right here. So that was a nice 5P call, but not going to be able to break the burst.
Yeah, Renix definitely very proficient at using the Ragnar 5P to counter call. Oh, unlucky, even though it hits on both sides. On that DC is relatively small. Who's been able to avoid it, even though Jin got hit, and now Ragnar point yet again. Oh, good counter off, but good mash on the side of Renix. There's a Persona standing there.
Yeah, just going to be going in for the Kuga there. Relatively safe super hits the 4P on the Kanji there. Just matches
Good
out of the
navigation.
situation. Just for something.
I think Renix is definitely trying to get their own DP assist going, but Guzman's not having anything. Guzman was the anti-air gauntlet. And now down to solo Ragnar. Come on, Renix. You have that SoCal gene. Can you make this comeback? Oh no, the foot is sticking out.
Gonna be a good Carnage Scissors here. Jin is relatively low, has to be kind of careful. Loses the throw exchange, just going to be catching out of the Carnage Scissors to get as much life as possible, but runs up DP, doesn't confirm off it.
Trying to play some assist footage using Ragnar's big round normal, try to stop. So
Oh, he got another!
is that a phone steal? I think he just got caught. Oh no.
I mean,
I like
like,
that, Renix.
if he gets hit by the run-up devoured
Gets
by
hit by the
darkness...
run up. It doesn't matter, bro. If he just gets hit by it like that, that counts. That's two. That's two on the board.
I feel like that's not even a mix-up. When he does run up, I was like, okay, maybe I check this. Oh, okay, I got hit. Mix up that one. Yeah, Hachi's right. The phone dropped out of the pocket.
I
Cracked on
mean,
the
if you take it, you still stealing it.
I guess so, man. But that phone, that trading value on that phone, looking mighty low. I gotta say. Hey. All right. Well, another quick 3-0 for the folks at home. We're trying to get to bed on time today. Get your Nintendo Switch pre-orders in just as the clock hits midnight. We'll see if that remains to be the case as we move on to further on in the losers bracket, which might be me.
MA.
It is.
All right, Burnt Break, get in here. Show me that my super can hit something.
How do you feel about going into my hide?
I mean, Hyde's been my bracket demon for like the last few months. You know, every time I enter a bracket and there's a Hyde keto, somehow, some way, I get smoked.
Damn,
So
that's
we gotta use this as the momentum to get over our mental block on this character.
for sure. Yeah, like honestly, from my experience playing Hyde, like for the Yukiko side of things, he's a surprisingly annoying character, and not even like when he's on point. Like his 6P just like goes through everything and eclipses our 6P. So like, it's really annoying to have to deal with. I mean, I think Tager can like maybe sledge through it, but like I still don't think it's that fun to deal with. And my 5P is an assist.
It's a bullet
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, like in terms of the counter calling, I think they have you beat in terms of assists, but like just gap.
I mean, Tager can protect against high 6P pretty okay. Against my 5P, you just got to be a little bit preemptive. So we'll see how that goes. I think something that's been catching me off guard, the Hyde Ben Sinister has been that hitbox got bigger, I swear. It keeps on catching me out of stuff. I'm like, what do you mean hit over there? Aye.
Yeah, I feel
A lot
that.
of the Hyde players have been getting much better at kind of just camping it out and playing using the 2B. So definitely when they play defensive, it can get a little bit dicey.
Yeah, for sure. Like usually what I have to do against Hyde is like I have to pepper in like one fan every like 10 seconds. Because like I just have
on
to
your toes. Be like, I can't just sit back here. I got to do something. Make them move.
Yeah, like I'll throw one fan and then maybe a Beameragi, and then I hope to God they don't Ben Sinister me.
All right, I'll see you in a bit.
all right. Yukiko versus this Maya Hyde comp. As discussed, I think in terms of the neutral game, it's going to be a little awkward for Podge to kind of navigate around a lot of these bullets and kind of just projectile assists that these characters have. But character proficiency may prevail here in this situation.
Well, definitely is off to a good start for Podge with that. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, unfortunately, I got clipped by the 5B there.
So far, it's just, playing nukes, playing footsies, but, yeah, Hyde not able to stuff out the Tager there, going to be getting rammed into, and, yeah, this is kind of where, Podge feels comfortable, like, this sort of situation of just like, yeah, no, you're kind of on the back foot now in terms of health, and I can just kind of, in a sense, zone you out.
Yeah.
Just like run around you.
As we're kind of seeing here, like before he got hit, like he's just kind of running from each side of the screen, trying to make Burnt Bread approach. But thankfully that JB was able to come clutch in them. Not enough beater to convert into a kill, but
Oh no. Well,
Sometimes you just get hit by Wake Up Super and you lose the set for it. What can you say?
Yeah, no, it just happens. It happens to the best of us.
Yeah. And yeah, like kind of just one of the general flaws of Podge's teams. It is a snowball potential team, but as fast as it can roll up, it can also roll down. And we kind of saw a little bit of that when Burnt Bread was able to just get that one clip.
Oh my god.
Oh, that is gonna hurt.
That is such a good start too. Blue beat. It didn't want to potentially get hit by the reset. Oh my god. Podge is on fire right now.
Podge is feeling it right now too, and unfortunately could not confirm that situation, but both the Mai and the Hyde are quite low, and only level 1 Yukiko, but still proven to be quite the annoyance here. See a lot of respect.
Calling in the Mai at this point. Like, yeah, bro, she's about to die.
I think if Podge did Miragi Dine, that might have just been able to kill. Yeah, being very respectful of that EX Ben Sinister got hit, but a little bit of a weird one, so not quite able to actually hit out with Podge in a sandwich situation. Mai is almost freaking dead, but not quite.
It's really just one more hit. One more hit from anything. I'd be wary of calling her out in any capacity at this point, man.
You know, we've been talking about the Mai, but that Tager is really low. Level 2 Yukiko coming in with level 4 Resonance, but both characters are really low, so I don't think the fire levels are going to matter all too much here. It's just going to take one good hit on either character, and it could spell doom!
Well, that's the one good hit they needed on the Mai. All that's left is the hide. And that incoming is insane.
Yeah, I get hit by it quite often. But yeah, we're going to be seeing Podge play a little respectful here. Yeah, not quite able to hit the confirm there for the kill, but does hit the reset regardless.
You know, Podge is going to play that off like, oh yeah, that reset was intentional. Nah, Podge, do a combo. Do an actual combo, please.
Yeah. I will say, that was very much distance dependent, and he was not able to actually hit that confirm, regardless of how much he wanted to, but...
Could he have not done super?
It wouldn't have killed.
But he still could have done super.
Yeah, but the thing about Yukiko Super, it does ass Oki, so, like... I'm
Okay,
sorry.
but you have them away from you.
That's not necessarily a good thing!
Fair enough.
I have to defend my fellow Yukiko player a little bit.
That's crazy.
Ooh.
I mean, I'm certainly not defending that. I'll tell you what.
Yeah. And that's dead.
18 in-game seconds is all it took to kill off the Tager. This is definitely looking like Bread's game to win, but, you know, we've seen Yukiko pull some stuff off before from Podge.
Only level 1, but you know, like, those stacks can build up quickly with that resonance. Nice. Able to bait out that JC and put in quite a hurt in here on this Yukiko. Just a lot of mids until they hit the best 5C in the game, I swear to God.
Oh my god.
That doesn't work on my. That doesn't work on my.
The crouching state puts her so low. That's crazy.
Oh god. Oh no. Yeah, I think Podge wanted to like do some type of like reset there, but like, nah, doesn't work.
Nope.
But yeah, you know, like you said, Bread's game to win there. Quite the
I'm gonna pop in real fast. What a dumbass crouch animation. Ah!
I feel that.
Get ready.
But yeah, yeah, like you said, Bread's game to win. Definitely did not lose hold of that momentum either, and kind of just to show, you know, like Tager, kind of an unassuming character overall, but it is a very important part for how the team functions. It is he is the momentum starter in a lot of sense.
It's kind of like that, but also like in a sense an enabler too, because like, you know, as we've mentioned before a lot of the time when Podge is up, it's the raid boss. Like, you know, you have the big beefy Tager right there, just holding the front line while Yukiko is building up her resources. So, unfortunately, it doesn't really seem to be the case all that much in this set because Yukiko's not looking too good.
Yeah, and you know, wanting to build those levels too is a risky venture. She will be losing a lot of that health, but it might be a necessary risk to have to take. But regardless, gotta get out of this corner. Ooh, actually try to bait something out with that 4P. A really nice use to kind of bait out a reaction. And gets the 5B, but no full conversions. That should just be a super. No DHC though. And she's gone.
He died for that, yeah.
Oh my god.
Man, the meaty JB counter hit. That's what you love to see as a Tager player.
Podge engaging in some elusive combos here. Going to be getting a safe swap into the Yukiko as well. Once again, only level 1, so this won't be a one-touch situation, especially with some of that life gain. But still, like, gonna be quite annoying for Hyde to have to deal with, even despite some of those EX finishers.
Oh, no, not quite able to get the combo onto Yukiko. That could be very pivotal right there. Oh my god.
Tager coming in here. Nice block on the cross.
Do not get command grab. Do not get command grab. Do not get command grab. You will die.
At least like a get B won't do much, or,
No, it will
won't kill him.
It will kill. It will kill.
It will.
At this point, it will kill. Never mind.
Oh, that should be it. As long as Podge has the combo.
Okay, I did not want to say anything. I did not want to say anything.
And that's a 3-1 victory. I think.
That is.
Okay. Podge take it. He beat the allegations. He did a combo.
To the surprise of many.
Yeah. I mean, he did more combos than RNGG this tournament. I don't think he's gonna let RNGG live that down.
Oh, absolutely not. I wouldn't. If I was in his position, I absolutely would not.
But yeah, gonna be moving on to that guaranteed 4th place position. The Taeger Yukiko, proven to be, you know, as powerful of a force in this tournament as I expected it to be, at least from them. But next up, we will be having Moth versus Guzman Gamer. Podge, are you there? No, he's still deafened. Okay.
He's still like, you know, kind of, you know, easing himself back into things.
I'm using the restroom. It's okay. What's up,
okay.
everybody?
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Real freaking crouch canceling hurtbox. All right, I get it.
I understood every time what you were trying to do. That is not a legal team, Guzman.
Guzman, in the alternate reality where, you know, we've downgraded. You know, Akihiko. You know, if we don't get more Akihiko teams, you know, could be eligible to get downgraded for sure. Ragna, very represented, I would say. Definitely a lot of people picking that character up.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Well, as much as I would love to see a Guzman Akihiko Ragna, this will result in a immediate red flag from the referee.
Gotta put him in the timeout box for sure.
Yeah. We can play like Ragna Platinum or something.
Yeah, Ragna Platinum.
Please no. Please no. Don't play that team.
You think? So I know Ragna Teddy's not legal, but how do you think Guzman would do with that compared to Ragna Platinum?
I think he would probably do worse.
There we go. That's what I was expecting.
You know, of all the teams we could force Guzman to play if he plays a banned team, I think we should make him play. Let's see. I think it'd be funny, like, force him to play like Ragna Tank.
Ragna Tank. That'd be legal. That'd be. I don't know. I feel like he would, like, he might do better actually, because Tank's got, you know, armor normal, same principle as Yang. You just kind of press it and you hope you win.
Yeah. It'd be kind of funny. That's why
I can see Guzman looking at that. The team that he currently has locked in right now, Rachel Tank, also banned, very banned.
Yeah. God damn it! I'm getting so many freaking skills.
I think Rachel Tank would have some sauce though. Like, you know, Rachel 5P hard to push block. I think has enough blocks done to let you JC for free. 4P is the air control. Dash attack 6P, get your plus frames maybe. Oh.
Big.
You know, Guzman's opponent 2B Mastrcheap up here, repping the new platinum, still pushing on strong even after running into the buzzsaw that is Hilda 4P. We'll see if it performs better into Guzman's a little bit more standard competition.
Yes. What is he going to pick?
Guzman's searching for a legal team. Can he play Kate? I feel like Jubei Tank could be a route.
Yeah, Jubei Tank is viable.
I wonder if Guzman is consulting the scrolls. I didn't see what he locked in. He locked in something. Now we're going back to the Ragna Gen.
Yeah,
I think that he needed to finish his team fight tactics round. I get it. I get it.
yeah, he was going on for a ride.
All right, yeah, but Ragnar Jin yet again. Certainly we are whittling down the Ragnar to 0. But there's one Ragnar still standing amongst the crowd. See if he can punch his way through. Another sibling battle out here. Already a good jump in. Already making Moss block, but how much longer?
Yeah, unfortunately could not quite convert off that, but we'll be able to almost convert off that.
Nah, he
That-
dropped it.
That would have been sick.
Dude. My dude do the hard, my dude hit the hard stuff. You know, hit the transition passes, smoked the layup.
Push blocking that Ragnar out, but we'll be able to bait the DP. Thankfully, not the best starter in the world, so not going to be getting that much. But this is a really low plat.
Fortunately, able to get Platinum out. Gonna need that 4-piece to leave him more frame traps with the Cat Hammer. And now Moss in their comfort zone. We got safe jumps for days, mix-ups for days. Halo coming in. Oh, wait, but free? Not being obliged.
I mean, this Ragnar is pretty low, but he's keeping him in. Okay, yeah, just going to be able to get the Jin out, and that Platinum has been healing quite a bit in the background, too. That is not a good assist call.
Yeah, that Platinum got duffed for sure. But unfortunately, you've unlocked the raid boss. Level 4 Residence New. Will Guzman be able to get out? Oh, did you see?
Oh my god! Oh,
He
he
knew
got it low,
the hitbox was there. All right, but Ragnar, one chance at life, I say. If you can get through this grip of chip damage, you may have a chance for a comeback. Oh, what an interrupt! Guzman,
Don't
the bravery.
Yeah, just one touch situation. Nice push blocked out, and actually able to hit the 4A on the new. Very surprisingly, hits the low as well. Not going to be a kill, so it actually might be a kill.
Yeah,
oh,
barely
actually, yeah.
enough with the routing. Moss able to get that game won. Incredible bravery on the side of Guzman to challenge the B-disc. A lot of people let Moss get away with murder there and almost converted that into a game win.
Yeah.
All right, going to game 2. I feel like Guzman's like very dogged, like patient style is something that
Ready.
might be difficult for Moss to figure out how to crack open.
Yeah, I mean, Guzman is he's an aggressive player, but like kind of just seeing in a lot of those points of the match, he knew where to mash too, so he knows when to stop the breaks and knows when to like push the buttons. But like against a character like New, it's maybe a little easier said than done.
Oh no, another cheeky 5C reset. Actually, I don't think you can interrupt that, unlike a lot of other fights, because of how New's swords work. There might not be a gap, so you have to block it honestly. Oh, and now you're just...
Yeah, this Jin has been in the corner for quite a bit, just trying to set up some Oki here and just getting constantly clipped. Guzman struggling through this new Oki, and we'll be losing the Ragnar off the... Yeah, this is not a good game for him.
Yeah, the getting a lot of good rolls on the plastic speed calls. Halo has come out twice and made things really hard for Guzman. Just like that, knew what was coming. It's always Toga, and losing the game for that.
Yeah, they were pretty confident about swapping back to that Ragnar Jin comp, but it's just a matter of do they still feel confident in it despite how badly they lost that game? Is the Yang the play, or are they confident with the Ragnar Jin? Okay,
Now we're going into the Yang Weiss. I don't know if Weiss will be, effective in this matchup. New definitely very capable of sniping her without taking much risk. But I mean, more long normals, more ways to keep New down. We'll see.
Can't escape from crossing fate. Fight.
Oh, there we go. Look, the 6B. It's so good.
Just trying to run it. That was insane. Oh my god.
Guzman almost getting rewarded. Ah, not getting rewarded enough. Oh, cheeky reset.
Oh my god. Could have potentially punished that dead zone right there, but just trying to get out. expected the cross up there, but got hit for their troubles. Guzman not taking a lot of damage, but regardless, going to be getting all these hits here and there. It is building up.
For sure. Yeah, now, I mean, Guzman's been setting a lot of these command grabs. He must be actually doing you. Now, gets this tech forward, gets something going, but the Platinum stop sign is really effective right now.
Doesn't have a lot of meter to actually punish into anything and believe.
No.
Wait!
Moss is minus! Moss, no!
They didn't know, chat. But it's okay. We're getting hit. Very surprised about that birthday. You knew about the interaction. It wasn't gonna work like that, Guzman.
All right. Unfortunately for Guzman, does not have semblance yet. We'll probably get to see one pop. Moss not without too much meter. But even if you get past this layer, you still have takes the hit, get your semblance, but you still have resistance. New in the back, almost got to rob the game. Fortunately, not gonna have to settle. Just taking platinum. Okay, one chance. Oh my God, the push block. It's over.
Wait, no, you can't build. You can't build enough super bar just yet.
Guzman knows what's gonna happen. He's gonna get push block and take a billion chip. All he has to do is jump one humble fireball. And now, New 13, no more resonance. Going to be one touch away.
Yeah, Guzman needs like 2 or 3 touches so far. It goes in with the EX command throw to seal the deal out. The Guzman gamer able to put one on the board with an insane game comeback.
We don't got a phone to steal on this one, but we do got your wallet and your soul. 2-1-4C Raw, putting up, rolling up, and taking names. Dang, what a comeback.
Man.
All right. Can we keep that momentum going, though, Guzman? You got one. You got to get 2 more. 2 more into the Devils matchup.
All right, I'm going to be sticking with the new Platinum. Has been relatively successful so far, just that Guzman classic Yang aggression, really making sure that the Resonance wasn't as well utilized as New could have made it was like just a pivotal moment for that game.
Yeah, not having to eat the classic the Saw Oki, definitely working out. Oh man, even tagging the 6B that time, getting punished in the backside. What was that? Oh my God, Platinum saving out the full combo that was going to happen to New. Lucky draws on the assist, and now Moss trying to insert the pressure.
Put them in a sandwich scenario. DPs could have been potentially dangerous there. Gonna be bursting out at the right time, but yeah, Moth not having any of that.
Yeah. Oh man, another Maturin coming through. Getting really good item draws here. Yeah, another disc for your troubles. Weiss, not much left to live. Ah, this ruining the throw setup.
Happy birthday situation. Going to be leading a kill on this Weiss. No chance to burst out. We are in a very similar situation to the last time around. What is the mix gonna be? It's gonna be that overhead.
Yes. Moss now has plenty of bar to work with after spending a bunch. Sandwich situation. Guzman can see which side, but will it matter? Oh, very lucky, able to up back, not have to block. Have to block this. Oh, pressed the button, tried to jump or something. And now, character's going to get cross-rated for their troubles, and just like that, Moss moving forward.
Yep, and unfortunately, Guzman going to be bound out of the tournament 3-1. Had some impressive plays with the Ragnar Jin and that Yang Weiss, but unfortunately was not able to seal the deal against the one and only Moth. And yeah, you know, top 5 finish. Nonetheless, really good here, but we will be moving on to our final 4 contestants here for tonight. Tomoe versus Ryazo on the winner's side, and 4-Sword Turvy, aka Podge, versus Moth coming up on the loser's side of the bracket. You know, I think it's been a little while, so I would like to remind everyone that we do have a match arena here for tonight if you want to support 3 out of the 4 players currently in our top 4 over here. Just click that match arena link that has been put in the chat and click that contribute button over on the top right and put as much money as you are so inclined. It can be small as $1, it can be as big as $20. Regardless, your contributions are appreciated. We got $78 in the pot currently as of right now, and if you want to make that pot bigger for our top 3 here for tonight, that is a option available. And if you want to have someone in this commentary booth read out your messages, those are also available. So yeah, those are your incentives here to donate to our Match Arena pot.
Yeah, I could have said it better myself, Lon. And I mean, speaking of the people left in our top 4, we got 2 6+1 teams sitting pretty in the winners finals. Dare I say, zoning is cheating. Hilda and Noelle putting in good work, and Riazo making Makoto 5P seem really good in face of 9 the Phantom Buttons.
Yes, and this is gonna be a interesting matchup. I definitely think that overall 9 just has a pretty good matchup spread into what Tomoe has to offer. But you know that the Noelle Hilda has been quite proficient here for the night, but Yazo definitely having the leg up when it comes to that character comfort.
Do you think 9 beats Hilda? That's like a weird one, right? Because they both kind of shit on each other in like a different way.
I think 9 employs a better offensive game plan when she actually gets the hit, so I think she's slightly favored.
I got you. She's got a more of a she's less of a she has a more foundational game plan. Like she can play more normal.
Yeah, like I think Hilda does fine into 9 into the neutral game. I think it's probably relatively even in the neutral game. But like as soon as 9 gets the hit, I think she gets rewarded off it. So I would say, or reward off it more. So I think it is more favorable for 9.
I got you. We'll see if that pans out here in your winners final. Wrapping up, I think both of these players will put on their mains on point. And we'll see whose assist has to play the game first.
Follow my commands to the letter, lest you be swept up in my wrath.
Yeah, like one aspect of this too is like 9 definitely does way more damage than Hilda, so it'll be we're gonna start off with the surfboard. Like it doesn't matter how little or much damage you do if you're getting these hits and keeping them in the corner.
All right, Tomoe going to be the first one to oblige switch into Noelle. I mean, Noelle, not the worst character in these sort of scenarios. Once you restrict 9's ability to move, JC plus assist goes hard. Now, oh my god, instant overheads for days. Gonna have to be forced to burst. Somehow able to still clip Noelle despite the assist whiffing.
Oh my god, a nice punish on that backdash. Makoto, like, for all her flaws, her pressure game is not necessarily one of them. Popping the CC could potentially be risky depending on, like, how they manage to do it, but a nice coverage with a 6P going to be allowing Yazo to get out relatively safely. That's gonna hurt.
Big punch coming through. Hilda's gonna be at death's door. Tomoe trying to save Noelle just a bit, and very fortunately, Hilda gets one more chance to live. Just sends that DP out, has the media assist out, and very brave on the side of Tomoe. Not just hard tagging right in, takes their moment now, but unfortunately gets clipped. What a reset on the side of Riazo.
Yeah, and this is suddenly becoming an equal game. What is looking literally perfect here for Tomoe. Put into that sandwich arrow. 3 bars on deck. The 4th one being built up. Yeah, definitely going to be choosing that Noelle to die instead of the Hilda. And this is looking like an even game now, folks.
Yeah, absolutely. Tomoe, oh man, can't cover 2 angles at once. And here, not going to be able to stop the assist call. And just like that, Riazo getting game 1. The almost like perfect start on the side of Tomoe. Just kind of slipped out of their grasp at the very last second. Not being able to checkmate the 9 when you had like her at death's door, definitely proving to be the difference maker.
Yeah, unfortunately, Hilda damage proving to just be a little bit of a pain factor in that match. And like I said, it doesn't really matter if you keep on getting the hits, but like as soon as the momentum slipped, letting that Makoto roll around with the 9 assist was actually able to make up that damage differential, and it just led to that ending situation. But like regardless, we are going to be starting off relatively Riazo favored here, but yeah, Tomoe quickly picking up the pieces.
Bro, why is that dive kick gotta be so safe in all scenarios? But we get a frame trap, not able. combo, and just like that, Lion sends their own fist out, takes back the neutral. Oh man, and Makoto is pulling her own bullet on the screen, denying the Noel.
Puts up the nail torrent. Just trying to get anything here. Punishes the landing recovery on the JA. This is huge for 9.
Ryazo definitely just going by the mantra of just get your simple jump in. Jumping 2 projectiles, proving to be the difference so far in these sets. See how Tomoe, we gotta maybe get this Hilda out. She's not been putting in the work, and she's definitely on the back foot right now.
Yeah, but they're kind of just like messing around in neutral until someone gets the hit, and that might be it. But no, does not make good use of that potential sandwich scenario, and I have no idea what side that was on.
Absolutely, the JC momentum carrying Noel here and there, back and forth. Now we got a humble matchup of low tiers, gets tracked by the overhead. One more chance. Not setting up the fuzzies. Oh, good use of the drive. Keeps on swinging, man. Whipping that air. Oh, you can see it.
I didn't know what move that was, to be fair.
I thought that was 2C. I thought Tomo was going to blast him with a sweep, but no, I would have got smoked.
Yeah, this is a very pivotal hit on the 9 with how much bars available. If there's like a DP or something that comes out from Ryazo that is relatively safe to punish, that might be it, but gets out of the situation here and gets the happy birthday.
Just like that, Hilda's going to be going down for free.
Actually, I don't know, because like this doesn't do a lot of damage. Yeah, she's gonna be getting out.
Oh my god, the Kamehameha not enough. One more chance. Just DPs. Ryazo definitely fumbling an active switch there.
Yeah, but not gonna be getting punished, but gets the Hilda hit there. That is a pivotal mistake from Tomoe, and just getting hit. The rampage time allowing for that meter gain. That should be a kill as long as there is a confirm going to the clocks. And at the 67-second mark, Ryazo are going to be taking their second game.
Ryazo looking real clean. Definitely helps when you, I guess, play both these characters frequently enough in tournament. Those weeks and weeks of Ryazo playing Makoto Yumi paying off at the...
I mean, the Makoto has been pretty solid. The 9 is as boosted as ever, but like, you know, it gets you the W's.
For sure. I definitely think the Noel is having a lot of trouble here. There was that one sequence where Noel had got a few push blocks out, and then, you know, other matchups where you could just anti-air as they kind of jump off with a BP or something. Like, you can't do that against 9. She can stall forever. She can teleport like past you. Definitely proving to be a hard focal point of this match.
Yeah, very nice backdash. And yeah, this is kind of the sticking point where like makes Hilda a little awkward. She does not necessarily have the best diagonal reach, but still regardless gets the bonk on the 9. Gonna be putting her into some pressure here. Yeah, I think they're always waiting up for the teleport.
A good chance. Oh. Flash kick just barely able to reach the disguise. Goes for the command grab again. This time Ryazo knows we're not going to get command grab today. Crouches that.
No push block available, so this squirrel is gonna be gaming.
For how long can we keep this block string going? All right, finally out of meter penalty. Now has enough bar to push block, but when will you be able to do it? Managed to get it right there.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, just gonna be very annoying with these buttons here. Happy birthday on both characters. Not gonna result in any kills, but I definitely think Tomoe wants to cash out.
All right, good patience on the side of Tomoe. No burst available for Ryazo. No, fumbles the super.
Oh, and a good conversion. Only going to get a little chunk of damage, but that is going to be huge. Snipes out the Makoto, though, left with a solo 9. This is more than doable.
Oh, chucks him on the face. No, but Noel push block just out of range. Tomoe got to go all the way through, though. Spends the bar, but I don't know. Yeah, I couldn't get the cross raid there.
Yeah, and swap over into the Noel. Keep it all reasonable
All
and
right.
a nice anti-air DP.
Oh, very smart. 9 is plus after the explosions, but unfortunately without any air actions, was stuck falling into the Noel DP. So get your shift damage while you can. No resonance on the side of Ryazo. How will he fight this out?
Good block low in the overhead check. Going to be killing off the 9. Tomoe still in it.
Absolutely, man. Noel telling L felt like, hey, I was the Rekka high-low mix-up character before you. telling Ryazo to get back in that lab, go play some Guilty Gear. Then come back after you've grown stronger.
Get ready.
Indeed, and
Get
like
ready.
I definitely think while the Noelle is struggling, I definitely think she is being backed up a lot better just by the existence of Hilda. And like Nine Makoto is is very nine forward, but like Makoto does not get as much I think as she would like from the deal as say like if they were running a Hilda comp. But like regardless, if the Nine's gonna get the hit, she can do a lot.
Yep. But unfortunately, has that combo drop out. Will Tomoe be able to get a snipe? No, not able to. Just airsoft. Awkward. Oh my god, another 5P incident.
They're gonna be getting a happy birthday, which is just a nice chunk of damage, but gonna be allowing the 9 to fall out of the situation. Clock will be put on her. Has to be very careful. Gonna be spending a lot of it. Is that gonna be a punish? No!
Yeah, very unlucky on the side of Ryazo and the lingering hit on the J. Oh no, baits out the ant here. Get your gravity squeeze while you can. Doesn't want to get burst. Let it. Backing her up.
Oh, this is a dangerous situation to be in. Burst is not available for a long time. Yeah, gonna be just swapping in to keep it all safe, punching him out, but no, dies. That was a life spike.
The absolute
wait,
chunk. It
happy
doesn't matter.
birthday!
It works in Noelle's favor. No, doesn't spend the EX.
Oh. And that was a potentially game-winning situation here. Tomoe is still in a favorable position when it comes to the life total. Wakes up with the super, but the guard point doesn't work.
Makoto floating just high enough, not falling into the barrel of the minigun. And like that, another sandwich situation. Can you block? Just bursts out. Oh my goodness, walk up throw!
Just do it! The Kyle Kisuke play and try to DP from the heavens. Tomoe is working on a comeback here in the set.
Yeah, man, those Ken nerves hitting hard. Uppercuts everywhere, not connecting today. Ryazo from the driver's seat, now looking like roadkill. 2-2, going into the end of your winners finals.
Yeah, it's just like it. As much as 9 can really put a damper on a lot of people's gameplay, Hilda is able to just move around quite a bit and navigate around with those assists particularly well. And it's just like, there's just been so many interactions where like Ryazo's comp has really put a detriment on the team, and this is a big 5A hit.
Yeah, I mean, big for Hilda for sure. 4,000 damage, not the best, but when you get another 5P vibe check going through here, just take your damage out here. Solid 6,000 probably? Look at it, 7 actually. What a load of crap. Ooh.
Yeah. Put her in the red zone is very important. Like, that's going to put a lot of stops on what she could potentially do, and does not believe in the hits, but will be putting 9 in that one-touch scenario. Got to be careful about how you call her, and this Makoto's in the corner. This is not looking good for Ryazo.
Tomoe with these practice burst punishes. Definitely putting in the work, but no, the humble jump in. The humble cross-up reset. Now, Tomoe's Hilda looking to be in on the back foot. Punch is not going to hit. Going to be able to get a punish.
Yeah, big call out. Probably was trying to go for a surfboard punish there, but not going to be getting rewarded for their troubles. Trying to bait out a DP, something, whatever, but just this Hilda in the sandwich scenario. Nice block so far. This Ryazo getting some pressure in, but it has to go immediately out.
Yeah. Oh, the JC counter hitting just at the right time. Hilda 4P stabilizing and minigun. Probably going to be able to get the kill. Yes, shoot her out of there. 9 down by her lonesome. Oh my god, you got to block so many 4P calls. Tomoe is probably going to try to ride it as Noelle point as much as possible. She has the buttons and she has the assist backing her up. This is going to be enough. Tomoe does not drop combos, and just like that, with the cross raid, moves on with the 3-0 comeback to your grand finals.
I've never been more excited about a Hilda in my entire life.
Truly, the hardest road, the longest mile. Tomoe plowing their way back out, putting their practice to good use, and sitting in grands for the champion to crawl out of the pit. No longer will everyone in the losers bracket have to fight for the opportunity to fight 9 the Phantom. You have the opportunity to fight Hilda. I'm so excited.
I don't know what's worse.
All right, well, I'll be the first for the gauntlet, and I have to get through 3 zoners. So I think this might be over for me. And if it is,
Godspeed.
so it shall be.
I mean, this is just a zoner top 4. You're playing Yukiko.
You're right, bro. We gotta nerf the zoners even more. If you have a projectile, that's like three free points. You know.
You know, it's funny because like the point of the format was like we thought the zoners would be nerfed a little bit, and to be fair, I think they are. It's just like the zoner players just showed up. Like I don't know what to say.
You've nerfed the non-zoners too much, man. We gotta. I don't know what to say. I don't know either.
Can't believe
Truly
we're
a
making every
projectile
zoner
most
banned.
powerful. I guess. So. All right, I'll see y'all in a bit. See y'all
Good
guys
luck.
later.
All right. It has been a crazy night so far, but Tager Yukiko versus New Platinum for our top 3 deciding match. Can't say entirely unexpected, but if this was a normal tournament, you'd think like everyone was in a freaking fever dream, but like here we are.
Yeah, this isn't something you'd normally see to be like part of the closing matches of a bracket, but you know what? Here's where we are. I mean, if anything, I feel like PC tag, this is the most likely place it would be.
Yeah, exactly. But Podge not taking a lot of damage individually, just been getting so many resets here and there that the Tager's in that red zone. Yeah, that is a safe place of birth. I am very surprised that they just decided to whip that out.
I mean, considering the life totals that we're at right now, I feel like they could have afforded to take some damage, yeah.
Oh my god, the
that's so
Tager!
punished.
Only level 0 Yukiko, unfortunately, yeah, just does not want to deal with her nonsense here. Yeah, it's just like, still just level 0, but like, just good overall solid Yukiko play can make it happen, but does get hit by the Blade Super.
Yeah, not looking too good for Ponge just in general. Yukiko's almost gone down. Honest? I think she's dead. Yeah.
I don't think Podge believed in the kill. Being a little too antsy here. I definitely don't think they want to play with the solo Tager, not in this situation as well. Gonna be putting them in a one-touch situation.
This is... I don't know how Podge is going to be able to do it. I mean, even with that, yeah, the assist was backing them up, so I don't know how Podge will do it, but certainly not that way.
Yeah, and then just like to no one's surprise, the Tager getting kind of bullied out by this new, her mobility combined with her slurry of projectiles just proven to be a little too much for Podge's Tager to have to deal with. You know, Yukiko, like, overall doesn't necessarily do well into other zoners, but, like, I think just general how New's game plan operates, it does leave her more vulnerable to getting fired out by Yukiko. It's just a matter, like, Podge really just needs to get some stacks going. And that's one way to do it.
Like that. Oh,
That's not a safe place. Wait, he did the wrong assist! Yeah.
Oh, somehow working out for them, and yeah, now the Yukiko is just taking all these hits. Oh my god.
Just gonna be making sure she gets into that corner position, and yeah, just going to be getting that guard point out of this situation. Probably was the Tager, but like is not going to get a safe opportunity in order to get this. Yukiko will be put in the one-touch scenario, but might still have time to burst here. Yeah.
Had to do that, absolutely. Oh, the Platinum just going right over that 2C, saving the New from potentially dying there. And yeah, still looking to be very much, like, I mean, this game just looks so much in Moth's favor.
Yeah, I found a safe place to burst out so that Tager will still be living. Let's see how they deal with this type of scenario. Not quite going to be getting anything. Brings back in the Tager. Just makes sure 100% that the Yukiko does not die.
I was honestly surprised I didn't see a push block into Sparkle from Podge.
same as well, but needs to build up those fire stacks, get that threat available with, put in the sandwich scenario, but push block straight into the situation. 5 C's to avoid the 6P?
That was insane. I mean, that's kind of what they had to do to get out of that, like, reasonably well, but I mean, good lord.
Ooh, I think try to snipe out, and you know, with our freaking Yukiko player, I get it.
Can it be done? I mean, it's possible, but the one thing is, whenever she has the meter, you can't block anything, or else the chip.
The chip is in play. It's gonna build up, probably likely gonna put her in that one-touch situation. No meter to push block as well. Good block so far, but how long can your defense last here against the new and the instant overhead?
Yep. The classic situation we've seen time and time again. It's rough. It's really rough. Now it's because it's just like, oh, well, you killed New's partner. This is somehow worse for me.
Yeah, and there was some good signs of life there from Podge, and definitely like as much as we here like to insist maintaining that 2v1 situation. When it comes to like this specific matchup, like sometimes Tabor really just does have to be a body block, and just has to be that point that lets you get your other character into residence. That's what I'm trying to say.
Unfortunately, yeah, it's just like every single game it looks like Podge has been taking so many hits. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I believe in the 6P. I thought they were gonna act us up over to Yukiko get a more proper punish, but didn't really need to. Oh, that's huge. That's probably dead.
Oh, that's absolutely dead.
Yeah, a huge amount of damage is new coming in with only level 2 res. I can't believe that hit. I know that.
I can believe it.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
A little bit of an annoying matchup.
It's annoying, but I was gonna say it's still better than it was before, just purely for the fact that it's not level 4 resonance new. Ooh! Oh, that was good. That was very smart.
Yeah, now Tager is in that one-shot situation. I definitely, despite Tager not doing much, I definitely think they want to maintain the 2v1 as long as possible. It hits the grab. This is not looking that great for Podge anymore, too. Might catch out to the super to just keep it one touch. No, just go for the standard Oki. Gets the burst pace, too, and that is going to be dead.
Now it's looking, what was looking like a good situation is now looking very, very bad for Podge here. I mean, even without the chip, you still got to hold that.
Yeah, and we're kind of seeing just kind of the clash of projectiles here. I think that was supposed to be a super.
That was supposed to be Legacy Edge.
Alright, fair and honest here. Gets hit by the EX wheel too. Going to be cashing out as much damage as they can feasibly possibly get. Going in for the safe Oki too. There is not a lot that Podge can do.
That hasn't worked out at all. Every single time we saw Podge trying to go for air fans downward, it always got stuffed out by the swords and just wasn't working out throughout that match.
Unfortunate.
It is what it is. Yeah, fans just don't have that kind of priority again projectile-wise, so New will stuff that out every time she is able to.
Yeah, I think like really what the unfortunate part is like the new projectile and the fan have equal property, but Yukiko can't follow up or New can, so it's just like it's a punish. It's a bit pain.
Moss got it for sure. My move, I had awful movement as well, so just ran into her like 10 times. That's all it is.
Podge, what do you want for the top 8 graphic?
Just use the standard. I ain't got nothing special. It's always.
I just want to be sure. I just want to be sure.
I got you.
You know, people love to send
moving on to
me...
Looters Finals, gets to play against 9 the Phantom.
How
It's
envious am I of them?
It's okay, man. We'll get our zoner specialist up on the bracket. See if we can, see if you can win a ratio bracket with a 5-point team.
Yeah, I believe.
Now you think if Moss were to up the point total, right? He's got Merkava and New locked in for sure. But what kind of what 3-point character would mesh the best?
I don't know.
None of them.
I don't know. He could play like Merkava Kanji or Merkava Mai.
Certainly, I think Merkava's the way to go. New is like
Yeah.
New's kind of lacking for options in there. New Aurier could be okay. Get the funny orb.
New tank.
New tank I think is a little bit too funny. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, perhaps.
But we're gonna get into it. Moss playing the same old, and Riazo, the Hilda, really saying that we need more hit scan out here. Oh, there we go. The round start.
Now here's the bonker.
Caught lacking and now going to be put into a world of pain. Solid Oki, lots of blocks done. 5C for your troubles.
Alright, trying to get in the surfboard neutral. I'm not entirely sure what New does in this matchup besides Gap, but you know, we're seeing some of that with that confirm off the Halo.
Certainly, comparatively, her anti-air tool super great into Hilda. Oh no, the one awful plan off right there. The explosion of the rocket hitting, but not the actual rocket.
That was some insane defense, by the way.
Absolutely. All right, good base damage on that bomb, but not enough to accident. Moss going back to a very zoning heavy playstyle. The 4P almost spelling their doom. Another DP for the win. Another good on plan of saving Moss from having to eat Oki.
Just trying to keep this aggressive here. I definitely don't think that New wants to be zoning against Hilda, so they're just playing a bit more aggressively, wasting a lot of those push blocks. Now has to see what the mix is, and the mix is 5C.
There we go, man. Oh, the fake blocks on Oki, not going to move in there. Not going to be able to burst in, or not going to be able to switch in time. Now we get a humble low tier battle. The battle of the ones coming through. I can't believe Makoto couldn't dunk it or that.
Ooh.
Alright.
But it has to deal with level 4 Resonance Hilda, though, which is quite the pain. I mean, we didn't talk about level 4 Resonance New. This character is just about as threatening, but just trying to do something here. I think they could have bashed on that, actually.
I think rather just is sending out these needles, trying to get Moss to block so you can safely crash in a super. Might not get the chance, though. New 13 going to be keeping them in blocks done. And that might have been a whiff super or something. Unfortunately, just gets clapped on block. And Moss going up one game.
Yeah, I've seen a few people get hit in that situation. There is technically a gap there, but I think it's like so small that you have to be like frame perfect if you want to punish it, which is
You for sure have to buffer it in the flash or in some mysterious time before it. So not going to be working out there. Riazo saw some of the potential, just not really as fluent with it in the anchor position.
I'm a little surprised about like not going over to the 9 here. I don't know what the matchup is between 9 and New, but like I don't imagine it being that terrible. So I'm curious to see what they have kind of cooking in the back here, because they are taking some time to think about it.
For sure, I think with the 9, you get to avoid the sandwich mix a lot better. Whereas other characters, you have to like, I need a new on or teleport, stick out a button. With 9, you can just mash that you can mash and reposition yourself pretty safely. That might be one aspect that she does better than Hilda in. And also, just like 9 in Hilda, you can avoid the sword and try to whiff punish or something like that.
Yeah, speaking of whiff punishes, going to be getting a whiff punish into that cheeky reset as well. And the double overhead. Unfortunately, no full conversion because of the missile. But still, this is quite the situation to have to be. That was disgusting.
Yeah, and a little pull-in into the sandwich. Now Platinum gets to do a block string. Steals the turn with the beam missile. It does no damage, but Makoto bleeding out. Now Moss backing off. Just wants to take it one at a time. Definitely put your point character back on there. Oh, and that's another big aspect of the matchup. The mirror can stop New from zoning, but you can't stop Platinum from putting the 4P out on you.
Yeah. I really love how Moth has been playing this game super aggressively, does not care about utilizing like new zoning game plans. Like, yeah, I got some rushdown tools too. It's been really good so far. And that Platinum has been untouched. And going to be helping her get a confirm? That might have been a kill.
Ah, a little bit too slow on that one. I think of the players here, Moss has the biggest leg up just in terms of matchup. No one's playing New 13 like that these days, at least on the PC platform. And some of these checks, like on the teleport, you gotta know.
Yeah. Nice instant overhead there. This New is a little uncomfortably low, but does actually get to clip the 9 off this situation, keeping up the pressure, forcing out a resonance pop, and gonna be wasting most of the 9. Is probably not going to be able to get time to play here.
Yeah, another sandwich situation. Good block this time by Briaza. But you're just stealing so many turns with the B-sickle. Like, stealing so many mix-ups with the teleport. This is just certainly becoming a little bit of matchup unfamiliar.
Yeah. Ooh, nice call on the 4P. This is still not super Briaza, but the 4P from the heavens.
No. Another clutch hammer. Going to be working out for Moss. I don't think he's going to be able to
stall to red base time?
Oh, yeah. One more mix-up. Try to get him with the Yoshi down A. Come on, let's go.
Oh!
We don't need no box from Sally, baby.
From downtown.
Oh, yeah, out there, take notes. We don't need buffs to that move. Doesn't need projectile info. Doesn't need nothing. You just need a hit. You just need to be a god.
You just got a gap, and you know, this has been the most uncomfortable Ryazo has been this entire tournament, but still believing in that 9 Makoto. I mean, like, I can see the inklings of how 9 could be this matchup, but like, just Moth is just ready. He knows how to play this matchup, keeping it aggressive, making sure that she's always constantly in block stun. Don't leave any gaps she can get out of. It's been beautiful play.
Yeah. Oh my god, another 4P coming in the clutch. Moss is extremely high hit rate on this. Oh man, using the tricky 5P. Snakes over at the last second. Going to just take a little bit of damage. You know, not too much, but more importantly, put 9 in the corner into another mix-up scenario. Force to block the 4P. Force to block the 5C. Can't do it. And now, 9 bleeding out. If you get rid of this character, it might...
There's been so many attempts to just push block out of the situation, but oh, the happy birth! Where is he going? Where is he going? Nobody knows.
Gary spot items coming out, man.
Yeah, nice coverage in. The Makoto slowly inching their way in, but you gotta watch it. Here comes the giant hammer.
Oh my god, another fake run under. Now Ryazo slowing it down, finally able to make Moth block something, but still working on a perfect. Another 4P for your troubles. Wins the side switch. Oh my god, it never came! Oh my god!
Get her out! Frying pan out of the situation, but are they close enough for a DP?
Safe.
No!
Okay, no, I like what Moss did, right? At the very least, right? You know that at least take you a little bit of damage on... Oh no.
Oh no. That's not gonna be a kill, but like suddenly just through those scramble situations, the life totals have been completely equalized.
Oh
a bunch of plus
no,
frames.
No bar, no defense, but you know what? Just be right. 10 frame DP coming through in the clutch. Oh my god. Moss just trying to pepper, trying to get New in safely. The 5C or the 5AA coming in. Very last second.
Oh. She's going down. 9 has the level 4 resonance available, setting up the Citrine, but giving them an opportunity to maybe get something going here. Playing aggressively, does not want to have to deal with any of those 9 shenanigans. Platinum coming out. Sandwich situation, but removes a clock thanks to that throw. Is there something coming out? No.
Alright. Moss. No, he's in. That thing's mine is reality. You didn't need a push block. You're fine.
Playing very patient.
Solid blaze blue neutral happening. Dude, what a clutch cross combo. New 13 was about to get smoked for that.
He tried to punish! He tried to punish, but the freaking 6P in the back! Is there a combo to confirm here? No!
Poking the light out that last
Oh
second.
my god, it was one touch away, but the new coming in, level 4 Resonance is available, popping it right now. No mix available, you gotta block so much BS from new.
Extremely smart from Riaza putting up the mirrors so New can't start the supers, but now no gas in the tank. Gonna have to block for a hot second. Oh, how long can you do this? Is your defense godlike? No, not. Moss with the DP block string to almost get the sickest ending, but picks it up at the very end with New. Moving into your grands 3-0.
What insane play coming out from Moth there, pulling out all the stops, all the tricks in order to get that victory. Unfortunate drop at the end, but regardless, we'll be getting that run back against Tomoe in grand finals.
Production, I need someone to clip that DP block string into the almost platinum victory. That is the most insane thing I've ever seen in my life.
That was actually Omega Brain. He knew for a fact that Ryazo would try to punish it on the way down, but was just ready with the like. That was absolutely insane.
I mean, look, he plays 6P plus. He plays 6P plus DP with Merc, so he's used to it. But Platinum DB is a different breed for sure, and that was deserving of at least a top 2 finish. And we're going to go into it. PNW into Mastrcheap. Tomoe. We'll see if Noelle Hilda can be the stopping force. Who did Moss lose to in freaking winners? This is insane that he's over here. Lost to Tomoe! Oh no, oh no. It may be the end for Mastrcheap here.
Who knows? I mean, that was a really close set on that side. I'm excited to see like what will happen.
Oh yeah, well, chat, if you're looking forward to see more Mastrcheap gameplay, wanting to support Mastrcheap, your top 2, go donate to that match Reno. But as we're going in here, we'll see if man, Tomoe doing a great job up backing out of these 4Ps. Very skillful. Oh, and a great laser as well, starting to chip away at the offense.
Not a stonks trade there, but New able to get in and hit the punish. Try to jump out of that situation, but not working out.
Yep, now I'm going to be able to get a good extension using the spike even too, but unfortunately still only 4,000 damage. Oh my god, the run up almost coming in the clutch. Now, Moss able to stabilize, get another sandwich going, the bomb's covering, but Platinum not able to pick up.
Is that going to be a punish? No.
Absolutely not. Oh man, we're going to be losing Platinum for that? Potentially.
No, not with 4 bars. It's going to hurt. I'm going to put her in the corner. Is it just a grab? For real? I'm so surprised about that burst out. That might be a dead Hilda. It's not.
No, still not working out here. The Yomi levels are going insane. And unfortunately now you have to play solo New. Still, honestly, this might be Moss' favor if he can get a resonance off safely.
Yeah.
Oh, the reset!
Try to go for the reset! But guess the punish!
Enough. Oh no.
It just got hit.
I mean, look, man. The new sword do be intimidating, and sometimes it do just smack you. And just like that, going up 1 game.
I do want to briefly interrupt here. We have a $22 contribution from Monkey TX with the comment Matthew, putting us at an even $100 for the bracket pot tonight. Thank you so much, folks.
Yes, thank you, Monkey, and everyone else out there viewing it. The winner of this going to be getting a cool 60% of the pot. You can buy a non-Nintendo 2 game with that money. So, players out here, do your best.
Yes. See, it's fighting for $60 or $30 right now, I believe.
$30 money match in my BBTAG?
I mean, someone's guaranteed $30.
Absolutely, and that's someone, going to be one of these 2 players looking a little bit more in favor of Tomoe this time, able to land the mix-up. Oh, but Moss really on point was calling out the zoner up with the new 2B. Definitely something that is very notable today, but man, flat 4P dropping out. Kind of a rare occurrence, to be honest.
I'm a little surprised there's no DP there. I don't know if Hilda DP is just not slow enough.
I think, yeah, definitely Tomoe is a little bit hesitant, doesn't know how much on that new super. I think that super has some projectile involved, so Moss doing a really good job. Just trying to assert their turn when they knew Tomoe was going to be going in for the super, for the lasers. The humble JC4P. Oh my god, the throw bait, and now Noel drive forcing it down to be a solo platinum game.
Yeah, the mix will be coming in, but the DP will not be punished. Hits the throw though. Platinum does a decent chunk of damage, but actually will be able to get the install here. Gonna be meter dumping. Will this kill?
Meter dump for
No!
6,000 damage. I feel like, you know, we're getting a little scammed out here, man. Look like being damage right now.
As the far part available, but this is like scaled to hell and back, so I don't think this is gonna be close to a kill, but going to be getting a nice chunk of damage. Omni DHC, I think, just maybe wants to hold back in the neutral and just snipe out the platinum.
I mean,
Oh,
you're one high or low away, one Noel, overhead or low, a cracker. Oh my god. Oh, where's it going? No!
Oh.
Did they drift?
What are you standing up for? Noel must be asking themselves, as Tomoe taking their first game in Grand Finals on their pathway in order to just take the entire tournament.
Mastrino, I mean, there was a comment earlier in the chat, right? Moss about to make it all. Not playing Platinum the Trinity. Definitely going to be forced to try to make her work in this set. Tomoe's been doing a pretty good job at stopping the new, but the round start RPS not going in his favor.
Yeah, just gonna be bursting out the Halo though. Nice backdash. But, oh no, that was some perfect navigation, but unfortunately Noel dropping that situation and gets the command grab.
He's getting up for it. Oh my god. Very luckily saved from taking a grip of damage by the burst. Oh, but we got real platinum combos. We're gonna get some Oki, some sandwich. Oh no.
Ooh. I think try to go for a 5C reset and gets hit by the overhead.
Yeah, Platsammer not looking too hot right there. Gonna just go for the basic loops. Try to get something going, make Moss block. Moss now out of push. If Noel gets another block string going, this could be rough.
In that same situation, but opts not to go for anything too spooky. A nice DP out of the situation. Just going to be maintaining that pressure on the noob. Forcing out a push block, but gets punished for the troubles. He's just going in! He's just going in!
Alright, Moss not afraid. Willing to press DP. Okay, Tomoe knows. He has the experience. Able to avoid all the tricky mix-ups. Loki characters bleeding out right now. Oh no.
Safe place to burst out of the situation. Gotta be careful, but a nice anti-air snipe. Not gonna be getting a full conversion. What is going on right here? Burst out into the platinum. What is that? Oh god.
Alright, very good navigation by Moss. Just trying to slow it down. Did not want to look at any of Hilda's. And because of their great play, was going to get at least one more look, but now down to 2. No bar to their name. All these zoners, bad bonus, just going for walkout grabs, the best they could do. And Tomoe coming out on top.
There has been so much going on in this game here, but what I do know, Tomoe, one game up, or one game needed in order to just take the entire thing. That new platinum pick has been working out so well, but Tomoe absolutely ready for everything that Moth has to offer. Those cross-up plays, those like ready for all those like new corner setups. The platinum hasn't been able to get anything going, and this is just excellent use of Hilda 4P as we getting in here.
Yeah, Tomoe definitely has to download on the Moss offense, doing a great job of like when Moss push blocks, being able to stay in. So see if Moss is able to navigate through that. Oh, another humble jump in, another humble reset as well. Moss trying to steal some damage while they can, putting Hilda in the red.
Yeah, very good situation to be in, but just gets DP for their troubles. Definitely wants that Noel out, almost in that sandwich scenario, but going to be getting a safe situation. DP's out, does not want to have to deal with any of that nonsense. Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's called the swish. Oh, the counter!
No!
The daggers! Hill's gonna be going down for sure. And now with a solo Noel, can Tomoe gap? Will it start?
No punish on those drive confirmed, but a nice cross up here. Moth getting another chance at life. Going to be putting her in a one-touch situation, even with his level 2 residence. I have no idea how you're going to get out of this one.
Going to set up the Oki. Yeah, got the Still Blades out there, and just the humble strike throw coming through. Getting the kill. Moss tying up 2-2. Tomoe, I mean, was looking in prime position, but now I don't know if we go to a reset, I don't know if Tomoe's got to have any more gas in the tank.
Yeah, we'll have to see here. No reason to swap off the teams at all, and that was probably the fastest game I think I've seen from the both of them. Like, just the nature of their characters are playing very low damage overall, very slow paced matches with granted a lot going on. It's just like, God, all Moth really needs to do, you know, lock down that Hilda, get her low really quickly, make Tomoe think about calling her, and that might just be what seals the deal for them.
Yeah, News 13 very good at kind of incidentally getting happy birthdays just because of how comboable her swords are, and you can like definitely milk it out of it before having to. And that definitely helps. But speaking of happy birthdays, Hilda no style herself, especially with the Noel 5P. Alright, we'll just spin him over to this corner, that's fine. Bounce pass this way.
Yeah, gonna be getting a good amount of pressure here. Just try to push block out of the situation, keeping the stagger pressure in that sandwich scenario. Unfortunately, what's it gonna be? Just the overhead check, but does get the punish here and the confirmed Tomoe looking great here, but drops the combo.
Yeah, I mean, now Moss have to playing Platinum. You see a little bit of the unfamiliarity with the weapon, not really sure how to Noel, but now finally starting to get aggressive. Has the 60 to back them up. Oh, and another clutch air DP. If you give Moss an air DP, he will use it. Ooh, actual clean hit 5A. Platinum gonna get normal damage on the frame kill on the fake jump.
Yeah, Noel looking kind of low here, but not anything in a threat of a one-shot situation. The 4P coming out in order to get some damage going, but this is still a uncomfortable game here, I think, for Moth. Base the DP, though, only a 6P starter, but this still might be enough to bring her down.
Yeah, and very fortunate that he got DP punished as well. Gonna be able to milk this for a bit. Oh, gets the overhead with the fan, but no! Not able to pick up, and lost a little bit with a miss on the... Oh my goodness, that was so much damage, but not able to pick it up. Still not able to pick it up, not used to having the enhanced assists.
Yeah, just avoiding all of that. And so this is a Moth favorite game. DP is out of the situation, but it can end just like that. The 4P coming out, but no full punish. This is so close. What's it gonna be? The cross-up!
Oh no, runs into another 4P call, and just like that, we have a reset in your grand finals for your first ratio bracket.
Work right there. The new might be down, but she's never out here when Moth is playing it. Insane grand finals reset. Like, I don't know how much fuel to take both of these players got, because like these games have been going down to the wire.
Look, man, Moss runs on, I don't know, he's got like a fuel cell battery in. He'll play till like 5 in the morning and play the exact same as, you know, at 10 p.m. I think Moss definitely has the stamina to continue. It's like you think up to Tomoe, whether or not they can kind of control the chaos that Moss is enforcing.
That 5C check has been getting everyone. No one has blocked it so far. And a nice bait there on the throw, but not keeping it all burst safe.
Oh my god, Platinum really being the MVP here. Oh my god, Tomoe not confident and able to get in punishing after the oh my god, never mind. There's words fumbling out of my mouth as the hits are tumbling out on screen as well.
Oh, gets the happy birthday super, but no confirm. But this Noel will be taking quite a bit of damage thanks to that bust out super. Still in that sandwich scenario, but not going to be able to CC just yet. What's the mix going to be? It's going to DP on both sides.
Yeah, the new DP just slow enough to autocorrect in that scenario, and now down to just Noel into these two gremlins. Oh my goodness, so much stuff on this, and so many pans in your face. Tomoe going down one game.
And this is how the first set of grand finals worked out. A pretty dominant game here from Moth, but still that Hilda Noelle gameplay is as threatening as ever. Like I really just can't call what's going on.
No, I think Tomoe has definitely stepped up their like Noel game, even in the process of this bracket. Has been navigating things really cleanly. It's just that Moss's offense it feels structured, it feels chaotic, feels novel every time something comes out, and you don't know what Platinum is coming out either, right? It's working on both sides. Definitely forcing Tomoe to like recompile mid-mix up.
Yeah, adapting on the fly has been working out, but we'll see. Very good call with the 2B round start, but not going to be getting much. Going to get that assist snipe. What's the mix going to be?
Grip of damage being put on Platinum, man. Cool 5k and finally able to land a hit on New. If you're Tomoe, you're extremely happy with this. Able to snipe yet again. Now we got the corner, got the bounce. I'm gonna have to eat real Oki.
Yeah, going over the corner here, trying to bust out. Unfortunately, not working out. Hilda, but is being too slow, so the grab will be able to just punish. But both of Moth's characters in a little bit of a bad situation. A nice block on the instant overhead, but does not block the low. That is burst safe, but no full conversion. The 5C going to be killing her off.
I gotta understand what these players are doing to be getting these grabs working in neutral. I'm like, this is not fair, man. It never works for me. All right, and just like that though, speaking of fair, this is not looking like a fair game for WNF to CC with the gun coming through, but Tomoe too busy pressing the button. I might lose Hilda for this.
Meters available. The DP beats the DP. That was insane. The drive's coming through for Tomoe, just trying to get something going, but a nice jump in. Moth looking to bring it back to 5C. Oh my god, 4A is actually a good enough starter. Has enough meter on deck, and that should be dead.
Yeah, Moss was the second game. The humble, meaty button carrying the way through. Ah, man, Moss on tournament point.
Man, just like it is looking so good for Tomoe, but it just takes one super to seal the deal. Can't count out Tomoe just yet, but this has been the furthest I think they've been on the back foot in a while.
Yeah, definitely looking a little bit rough for Tomoe, and I mean they almost had that last game, but happy birthday at the last second, definitely proving to be a little bit. Now we're up back in for our lives, trying to get something. I do like how Tomoe is calling the Hilda beams, trying to stop the Platinum assist more. That assist has been putting in a lot of work. That's not to say no one's not doing her fair share.
Yeah, did not land in time in order to get that proper punish. And excellent navigation with the Swallow Moon's going to be putting this Hilda in a very uncomfortable situation. Gets the cross up, but drops the combo. She is so low. You gotta get Sis out somehow. And that's gonna be it.
Oh, the sides are switching all back and great text throw on the side. Tomoe. You got the place. Oh. What a good use of drive, but no, not able to pick it up. The 4P coming through. And that's the random assist coming through. A different call like Halo. That drive might have been, but the missile just slightly slow enough in that instant.
That's a dangerous situation to be in, but tries to punish, but gets punished on their own for their troubles. Gets hit by the cross-up too. Hilda has been so low, but there's been no fear on calling her out, and it's been working out here as Noelle gets put into this corner position, forcing a Resonance pop.
I mean, Hilda definitely having 6-point assist right now. That's gonna be happy birthday. Tomoe with the restraint, not going to be losing Hilda here. Very thankfully for it. Oh, another 4P call. Moth not having the bar to do a tornado out, and now Platinum gonna be losing all the resonance timer. Gravity squeeze.
Definitely wants to get that Hilda in. Maybe play it safe there in the neutral. This Platinum, yeah, like one-touch situation. Does that have info?
Insane. No, not even the blocking time. Can't tell if it was recovery, but it's gonna be a whip punish. Never mind.
Sandwich situation, 5A is available. Moth has done some freaking crazy things so far. Tries to punish the Swallow Moon, push locked out. There is no meter available. Just gotta make something happen here. Not falling for any throw baits whatsoever.
All it takes is one jump in, and Moss trying to find it, but I mean, not gonna have it there. Tries to send it with the mommy circular, not active nearly fast enough. Tomoe fighting back.
Indeed, and just proving once again like that Nu has been such a problem that when you kill her early and force that solo platinum, it doesn't matter if she can get a few hits here and there, it is not nearly as threatening. And like the fact that Tomoe was able to maintain that 2v1 and 2v2 game for so long despite the health deficit on Hilda was insane. But Moth still not out of it yet. I saw some very good navigation there with a platinum overall despite them losing. So this is still close. Still very, very close.
Tomoe getting a lot better at kind of navigating neutral. They already showed they could deal with the pressure. See if we can put those two things together. Take 2 more games. Getting into it one more time. Boss has been surprisingly successful on these round sets. So this time both these players choosing to disengage and lost platinum for it. Oh no! Gets hit last second, and that is going to be a very decisive punish on the side of Tomoe. Both of Moss characters bleeding right now.
It's up with the super. This should just be a nice, solid punish. Oh no! It's not! That was a huge mistake here. Trying to bait out the DHC. That could have just been a dead plat.
Tomoe, I think, definitely overthinking just a little bit, trying to figure out, like, whatever. Oh. And, but, you know, Moss saying, you know, you got it. You deserve that kill. Have this character. Oh, man. No, the backdash getting caught by the new 5B. See if Sword Lady continues throwing swords. Tech forward DP. Moss not reading the Oki correctly.
Tries to DP out of the situation. Noel's actually kind of in an uncomfortable place here. I think there's got to be a swap out, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, when you're in this situation now, things are looking great for you as Moth, or as Tomoe, but, oh, Tomoe finally blocking the and now, I mean, Nu has to land so many more hits, but they're not hard hits to get, especially as we're keeping Hilda on the back foot. Oh, look, successful burst are definitely what could be proving your end. Frame trap! I'm sure in the design document the record was supposed to do that, but I've never.
Oh, right. And the DP punish coming in. As long as I think there's a cross ray confirm here available, that should be the game here for Tomoe. Tying up the set.
Oh, goody. Looking like we're running it down to the wire. Final game, grand finals. We are making sure East Coast cannot go to bed on time today.
God. I don't know how much fuel to take this for Moth considering the time difference, but from what you've told me, man runs on fumes, so like maybe this is gonna be the baller set that they need, or will Tomoe finally able to bring it back here? That was a good 5P call, but no full confirm.
Yeah, but the payload was taking out back there. Unfortunately, not stable enough. Man, both of these players are getting hits. I'm sure they've never seen the tail end of the Noel. Securing Moss's knockdown. That bat not supposed to go that high up, man. Oh no.
And then, yeah, the Noel 5P coming in clutch. A CC could potentially be available, but not trying to fish for it. That was a blue beat combo too, so like that is gonna be a nice chunk of damage here on this platinum. I don't think that's dead. No, not quite.
I mean, even though this is not the character that Moss wants to use, he tried to do a EX mommy out there. That's crazy. But Moss, I think, definitely in the losing position right now. Has to get through 2 characters and God knows how many hits. Oh, that's one of them. Counter hit.
Yeah, no burst available, or no burst coming out. Realize that they don't need it. Probably gonna spend the resonance right here. And that is gonna be a huge DP punish for Moth. Has those bars available, doesn't need to spend them all. Hilda coming in, but just goes in with the grab.
God dang diamonds of the animal kingdom. I'm so mad. I'm so incredibly upset.
Yeah, but this is gonna be wasting a lot of Hilda's resonance time. Not gonna be as threatening as she could be. Probably gonna be playing a honest game of neutral here, but gets hit by the plus frames and the 5C. Will Moth be able to bring this back? Breaks up with the super. What's it gonna be? Just a push in. Does not bait the DP. Letting the Hilda play out for a little bit more. What's it gonna be? Gets the air confirm.
One more hit. No, the throw not working. One of these guys can run up DP for the game. I feel it. Moss, the voices,
no,
the voices are not going to prevail.
Oh.
Push lock button. That's my shtick as well. Tomoe taking the game and the tournament. Oh my god.
Oh my god, in the closest fashion that could have been available. New desperately trying to keep up that aggression against the Hilda, but was unsuccessful overall. Tomoe taking it 3-2